You see that? 3, 2, 1. Maple syrup. Yummy. Sorry, I didn't say goodbye. I did yummy. Okay, we gotta go for that. Alright, which one should we do? One after one. Alright. If you say so. What? Open it up. I don't have a beard. I'm gonna call it. I don't know. What do you call it? I don't even know what this is, but it's like a cucumber. I don't know what it is. It's a mini cucumber. Oh! Oh, they are getting cucumbers. Oh. Good. That one's healthy. Alright, let's move on to the next one. So far, we have 2 losers and 1 win. We only made it score even. So, next time, I need it. That's
good. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Here, we got birthday. We have to get this. Yeah, I'm really sure. Same. 3, 2, 1. Stop doing that stuff. All right.
Hey, baby. Good. Yes, sir. Feel a lot better. Mini wheat. Here's Frosted. Oh. Say hey, everybody. Here comes Texas up here to join us. Oh. There's Texas. Hey, Tex.
Hey, how you doing, man?
All right, buddy. Feeling a lot better.
Yeah, you look good.
I feel better, buddy. A lot better. Hey, baby. They saying hey to you. Hi. Why ain't Phil coming up?
Yes, she got big.
She's huge.
Look at how big she got.
Yeah. She big. She just got back from the beach today. She went with my brother. My brother and his wife took her to the beach.
That explains those cheeks. She got a little sunburn.
Oh, yeah, she got a little burn on her. Hey, Phil, how you doing, buddy? Hey, get back in here, baby. Get her. Well, you ain't coming up here with us. That's crazy. Hey, baby, quit that. You seem being a little crybaby today.
Yeah, well, she knows she'll get her way.
And she's tired, too. She just drove back from the beach 4 hours.
That'll do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, baby. How you been doing, Tex?
Doing all right.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, the weather got better here.
No.
It's been raining a lot. But
hey, Silver Shark. We ain't had much rain here. I don't understand it.
It's going to rain all week here, every day.
My God.
We had hellacious thunderstorms come through. I want to say about 2 weeks ago now.
Dang.
And I went outside because the water was hitting on the front porch a little bit, and I kind of pulled everything back. And
Dang.
while I was doing that, damn lightning struck about 25 yards in front of me.
Oh, my God.
The percussion from the explosion threw me up against the wall.
My God.
I know.
Dang.
I'll tell you what. It was pretty explosive.
Dang.
It sounded like I was in Baghdad. Bombs going off everywhere, man.
My God.
And I'm not just talking boom, 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 boom. You know, you're normal. Just
yeah.
Pow, bam, you know, and pow. Crazy.
Dang, we ain't had no rain here in probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It ain't have rain none. It's just dry.
Right.
It's just crazy around here. I hadn't been on in a couple months. I might as well jump on for a minute and see how everybody's doing.
Yeah, I just wanted to get a look at you, you know, make sure you were doing all right.
Oh, yeah, a lot better. A whole lot better.
Good. Anyway, my wife's on the way back with some dinner. We're going to eat in about 10 minutes or so.
Cool. I'll be on. I'm gonna stay on for a while.
I'll come back and find you.
I'll be on. I'll stay on for a while. If I can get that ugly creature called Phil up here, that ugly creature sitting in there.
Oh yeah, Phil, the guy behind the. Yeah, I remember Phil.
Yeah, that ugly old creature.
If nobody comes out right now, maybe come back in a few hours.
I'll be on here, buddy.
All right, man. I'll check you out later.
All right, buddy. You take care.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
You look good. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, buddy. Hey, Anna, how you doing? Hey, little Minnie. Steven, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you, buddy. All right, come on up here. Tell Phil, say, get your lazy butt up here.
Hi.
Say, Phil, get your lazy butt up here. Tell him. Say, Phil. Hey, look. Tell him, say, hey, Phil.
Hi.
Welcome back.
All right, I'll go watch it. Here you go. I'll go watch it. I don't know what y'all watching. Yeah, I'm doing good, Ann.
Although being the amazing lip artist that
800 Kennedy ass. Cool, Steven.
but it doesn't really matter. I don't know if the game got updated, but it does look like you can actually change the skin tone of the person whose lips you're painting, which is cool. And of course, we also have the store, which I guess, okay, yeah, we use our gems to get more lip tints.
Now be careful before you get hurt. Right quick.
Oh, friends are on my Instagram.
No, you're not.
You gotta get that.
No, you can't.
You guys know that I actually
No.
Instagram. It's just at if you have Instagram, you want to follow.
That daddy
You
syndrome.
won't find awesome lip art on it, though, but you might find adorable baby.
All right. Y'all going to Amsterdam?
Let's do lip art. Let's laser this lady's weird, like, I don't know what she's been just biting into neon.
Everyone doing all right?
I don't know what she's been eating. I don't want to think about it. Whatever she's been eating is very, very great. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. It's got like 5 steps. So we're going to paint her lips white. So that'll be like the background. Oh, we're going checkerboard. Oh, wait, are we just straight up going to put a checker match on this lady's lips? That would be kind of cool. Or no, you know what?
800 Kennedy
like
A.
we're going with like,
Ain't nobody in here with me now.
Sort of vibe. I'm liking where this is going. We need like a flag of some sort. No, okay, we're just going with the checkers. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I know the last time I played this game, I was like, I gotta watch like real lip art videos, and I never actually did, but it just makes me want to do it. It makes me want to watch lip art videos because they're so stinking cool. I got 1,000 likes for that one. That's pretty good. I'll take it. What is the photo booth? Oh, you can. Whoa. You can change the angle. That's cool. But can I zoom stuff? Oh, I can change. Oh, that. Fancy. Ooh, look at that. That's an artsy shot right there. Take it. Save and exit. Still only 1,000. Anyways, let's move on to our next set of lists. Also, I gotta get that key. I kind of forget what the keys are for. I think they like open boxes or something. No. This one has a lot of steps.
Hey, everyone.
It's looking like it's going to be a creepy one. Oh, God.
What are y'all doing? Hey, don't be messing with that baby.
Or just kind of gross.
You hear me?
What has this lady been eating? That's what I would think.
Hey.
I saw these lips. Okay, so it's not blood splatter or anything like that. It's just weird, artsy, colorful lips. I mean, actually, honestly,
I'm gonna go through some change right quick.
This is turning out to be really cool. That's awesome. That straight up looks like something you would see at like one of those fancy art shows. And it turns out it was someone's job that made the art. But that looks cool. Okay, that was rad. 1,900 likes. Thank you very much. That was well deserved. Thank you. Yes, once again, I will admit that I didn't know what it was before I started making it, but that's kind of the artist's mind at work, right? You just freestyle, figure it out as you go. Probably not a great technique for real life. Let's go to the chest room. We can open 3. Oh, is that Wonder Woman lipstick? Let's try.
Hey, everyone.
Cool. We got Wonder Woman lipstick. Who doesn't want Wonder Woman lipstick? No, I don't want any more keys. No thanks. Oh gosh, man, you seem to have stuck your face in a bowl of sprinkles. We're gonna get that fixed up for you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay, yep, clean that up. Good, good. There's still one on there. I missed one. Oh, that was it? Okay, she just wanted that one sprinkle. She wanted to keep it. You guys didn't hear her say it, but I heard her. So please.
Weather's not looking good here. Oh, Stephen, that's bad.
Is this a real level? Yes. There are many steps on this level, but first we have to remove the strange jello from this lady's. We're gonna make some lips. Look, real cool. She's been just biting into neon lines lately.
What's it like there, Stephen? What's the weather doing? Lightning?
Oh, I can change. Ooh, look at that. That's an artsy shot right there. Take it. Save and exit. Still only 1,000. I was hoping it would get like 1,000. Anyways, let's move on to our next set of lips.
Hey, quit messing with my lights. Or don't touch it.
This one has a lot.
Not right now. You're being mean.
Looking like it's gonna be a creepy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wait, creepy or just kind of gross? What is this lady doing? That's what I would think. I saw these lips. Okay. So
You want us to go see Grandma Pat? Hold on, I gotta call her and see what she's doing. Hey, Big Red, how you doing, buddy?
This is turning out to be really cool. That's awesome. That straight up looks like something you would see at like one of those fancy art shows. And it turns out it was someone's dog that made.
You doing all right, Red?
That looks cool. Okay, that was rad. 1,900 likes. Thank you very much. That was well deserved. Thank you.
Hey, they quit messing.
And I will admit that I didn't
There you
know
go.
before I started making it. But that's kind of the part
In a minute.
at work, right? You just freestyle. Figure it out as you go. Probably not a great technique for real life. This is a chest ring. We can open it.
I hear you, bud. No, Haley, don't go out there. Wait on the list.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let me call Grandpa.
I don't want any more keys. No thanks. Oh gosh, man, you seem to have stuck your face in it.
Haley, get back in here.
We're gonna get that fixed up for you. All
right, Red. Oh my God, Big Country in the house.
Fashion statement. I can't get it.
Hey, Big Country, jump up here, buddy. You and Red. Y'all come on.
I didn't realize Wonder Woman was such a big fan of such a vibrant color. Good for her. Oh, wait, what is this? These leaves? I don't know. Are they stitches? Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. A whole lot better than I was.
You got stitches on your face, on your lips, lady.
Come on up and join me, Big Country. For a few minutes, say hey.
I imagine having stitches on your lips. Oh gosh, what have you been eating? Glass? Lady's been eating glass. Maybe you should go back to the weird crusty teal stuff.
Oh, okay, Big Country.
Eating glass is a great plan. I do have to say though, that looks pretty cool. Stop eating glass.
Hey, what are you doing,
baby?
baby?
The idea of people walking up to her, telling her that's naughty. Get awesome frame. I kind of feel like I need to get the awesome frame. I will watch it. There's my new awesome frame.
Oh God, look, tons and tons of coins. There you are. That's me at the. Hey, Alex.
Let's see how long it takes for StreamYards to kick us off.
Oh God, they cutting us off.
No, it does it to me sometimes when I'm on your stream or I've seen it as in as I
It's
said.
YouTube. Yeah, it's mixed in with YouTube, and my YouTube kicked me off, and then my StreamYards will boost me out after YouTube kicks me out.
Hi.
It's
Aye,
stupid.
Mine does it as well at times, as in if my signal drops, it'll say something's wrong, and then it'll do the spinny spin thing, and then it'll just doof like that.
That circle of death.
Drives me fucking bonkers. I just done a live as in earlier on.
Uh-huh.
I was on for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Free lipstick.
Then a full box for the Durbins.
Uh-huh.
And I put the title as it's not the same mailbox.
Uh-huh.
Because I was more I'm thinking to myself, I thought maybe they'll think that the last live that I did, it was Joe Durbin's auctions as for Joe Durbin's. Maybe they'll think that I put all the stuff back and then taped the box up and then try to make it as the same box. Try to make it as the same box, but it wasn't. So that's a little bit because what I do Wheatback now is as soon as another box comes in, it's back and it's back. As in, like, say for instance, I've got one line and a second one comes in. What I'll do is I'll do that one first and then leave the one for the next line. So there's always a box of stuff so that you can see.
You switch out boxes or something.
It's just a box of stuff.
Oh.
So how you doing, Wheat?
I'm doing good. Trying to stay out of the hospitals all the time. I'm trying to stay out of them. So I'm doing really good off of that.
Because the last time you were on, you weren't too well at all. This is the last time you were on, Wheat. You weren't too well at all. It was like you were trying to get breath and all that, Karen. But you really looked you didn't look yourself at all.
Yeah, I felt bad. I couldn't hardly breathe. It's been rough, really, really been rough. I feel a lot better now, though. They got me on the right medications and stuff.
Right.
So now, I need you to do me a favor if you can.
What's that?
It's in the private chat up here. Can you type in private chat?
Hold on. What is it?
I need Joe Durbin's address. Can you get me that?
Have I got Wheatback? Have I got your email address? Have I got your email address?
Oh yeah, I think you do have my email address.
Do I have your email address?
Let me put it in here and say.
I'm not sure. If I don't have it, I'll get it off a deal and then I'll ting me. And then what I'll do is I'll privately hang me email you because I don't like doing it over ting me.
Yeah.
Because it bunnies.
Oh, whatever.
There you go, Alexander.
Because it'll go on that paper. Because all I need is give you the address of the paperwork.
Okay.
Because that's the back number, the thing me. All I need to just I can photograph it or whatever.
There's my email address. That's my email address right there.
Hold on. I think I might have that one actually.
That's my email address right there.
Yeah. I think I've emailed you. If I've emailed you for because I don't change my email address.
Yeah.
I always keep the same one because mine's is under because it's under my full name. And then see the numbers. See the two numbers at the end. That's my birthday. That's my birthday or my birth year. That's at the end of that.
Oh, okay.
That's why I use it because it's easier for me to remember it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's attached to the thing, that's what I'm saying. It's attached to the PayPal account.
Oh, okay.
So all I need to do is hang me. But I say to you, if I owe you money or whatever, and you send me a request, it means then it goes to that email address. And all I have to do is press accept a payment and then it sends it back.
Yeah, okay.
It's just messing about with it because sometimes like that thing, mate. Because as I was saying in live stream, CoinOp does it the old-fashioned way, which means then you need to give them the money instead of them sending you an invoice and putting it direct. Then you can just pay it, and that's it. In the story.
Yeah. I'm gonna poke Big Country in the eye.
Only got one good one. Knock it the hell off.
What, do you got a new setup, Big Country?
No, not really.
No, I didn't know. I thought you had a new setup there. I was looking like, yeah, you got something new going on.
No, I got a wire hanging down in the way where the gorilla.
That's the microphone up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I see it now.
Yeah, I got me a little boom mic hanging off of the shelf above over here. That way the microphone's up out of the way, but I forget about it and run my head into it about 75 times.
Oh, okay. You been doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Work.
I know the
Keep me from
feeling.
being over-
I've been pretty good at staying.
We had a guy hit one of my gas pumps the other
I've been
day.
pretty good at staying at the hospital. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. And he come back up there about 10, 12 hours later. And he's hollering about how somebody stole some stuff out of his car. And he wants me to go check the camera. Somebody stole some stuff out of his car. And I said, well, what was stole out of your car, man? And he said, well, there was a pack of cigarettes that had about 10 joints in it. And there was a pickle jar in the back that had a quarter pound. And I went, did you not read the police report that said that? I mean, I know who's got your stuff, dude. I mean, I can even show you where it's at, but it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Why did you say something about you hit the pump too?
Oh, no. And he's talking about, look what they did to my car over at the impound yard. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And we walk around to the back of his car, and there's a bungee cord holding the bumper up that's also holding the boot lid down, and the tail light's hanging out of it. Looks like an eyeball that's been plucked out. And he said, man, look what they did to my car. And I'm like, dude, do you not remember backing into a $40,000 gas pump? He said, do what? No, I didn't do that. I'm like, yeah, you did. I got you on camera. He said,
He must have
I didn't do nothing like that. Somebody roofied me. And I went, Bobby, I've known you for 30 years, buddy. You roofied yourself.
All right, Paisley, I got you. Rocky Mountain Bear, hey, buddy.
How we doing, Paisley? RMB. Hey, check these bad boys out right here.
I know, them things were awesome. That's the Durban Bells, ain't they?
That's some of Rocky Mountain Bears.
Rocky Mountain Bears. I know Durban, he was used to make bells. Oh, man. Yeah, but Rocky Mountain Bear ain't gonna just send them out. Just anyone. You got to have special people. That's the Durban Bell. Is that it?
Yep.
That's what I thought. I know they used to make them too.
Dale's got one. Dale's got one. Dale's got Dale's get Dinky Do. Dale's get Dinky Do. Andrew Cooper, he won one. As in he's got one. He's got one coming. I'm going to swap him. I bought two on Tuesday. A pair, which was half crown and a wee Dinky Do. And I'm going to swap the Dinky Do one for Andrew's one that he won because I feel that the wee half crown one will fit in his collection. So I'm going to swap it with him.
Yeah.
It's limited edition.
Hey, Dale, how you doing, my friend? Hey, Rocky Mountain Bear, I was in bad shape for a while.
Talk about the devil when the devil shows up.
I went from 250 pounds down to 176 right now.
Got you a pet tapeworm, huh?
Got it bad, buddy. I feel a lot better, though. I mean, my medications, they got leveled out perfect. I feel a lot better.
Cool beans.
Yeah. I take a lot of medication. Lots. You been doing all right there, big country?
Yeah, been working. That's about, I mean, actually the second job started back up again, doing a little bit of maintenance and repairing stuff on the side. So
Yeah. Where's your homeboy at?
telephone guy,
Yeah.
he actually come up and they spent about a week with us.
Oh, hell.
Or about a week in the area.
Oh, man.
He come walking into the store and walked in, looked over the counter and said, "Hey man, how's your husband doing?"
You didn't bar him for that.
Oh no. I looked at him and I went, "Well, hell, you're taller than I thought."
Wait, can I ask you a question? Why would somebody use a blowtorch for toning what wheat set as in old one cents for? Why
Well,
would somebody
now,
do
when
that?
it comes to, if you've ever noticed some of your Damascus steel blades, some of your pocket knives, that rainbow toning that they have, it's done with a torch. It's done with heat. I don't think I've got one around here that's.
Right, country. I just wondered, just out of curiosity, because I seen somebody do it. As in, I was over at somebody's channel, and I seen him do it, and I was like, "Why is he doing that for? Is there a reason that he's doing it for? As in, either make more money from it, or was it just educational purposes?"
Can you entertain for about 15 minutes, big country?
I guess what's going on?
I got to take my stepdaughter up here to the Ingles right above the house to meet her mama, drop her off.
Well,
It'll take about 15 minutes.
I'll hang out and show my ass.
Yeah, it's your show. You run this show.
Well,
I'll be back.
Rocky Mountain Bear and Dale's the only one I got to worry about entertaining.
How's your mama get stuff?
Yay, and I'm not a mod.
You get to go too. Put your shoes on. Yeah, we gotta hurry up because I gotta hurry up and get back. Here you go. Put this foot, that foot.
Yeah, I saw you put a couple out the other day.
You ain't going. You ain't going. You get to go see mom. Put your foot in.
I go in.
Yeah, Alyssa gotta get her book back. Come on, Uppy. I gotta go see Grandpa.
We're enjoying the TikTok.
So what behavioral activities have you been doing first, Smitty?
I can't hear a word that's in your crackly big country.
Still doing it?
I know it's crackly.
Oh, there's a face.
What was that? Two big country. Down that earlier on. Down it.
Yeah, I hear it now.
Down
Just a second.
We've done that earlier on. Milk call. Live milk call earlier on.
That was probably a little loud, isn't it? What's that sound like, Smitty?
Do it again, big country.
I said, what's that one sound like?
That's better.
It's a different microphone. I've got like 5 plugged into this thing.
Right.
We'll use that one for a bit.
It's quiet. It's turned down as in it's quiet, but it's not crackly. It's not crackly. The other one was crackly. You could hear it crackling.
Well, we can boost the quiet part a little bit. What about that? All right, he's gone. Now let's just go off.
Aye, let's run away.
Did you drop him or leave? Did you drop him? Are they dirty?
Sound like there might be something odd going on outside.
He's
Yeah, there you
talking,
go. Everybody hide.
he's talking to the daughter. He's talking to the daughter.
Yeah, one of us might get away. Shut the door. What's up, spray can? Colorado coin?
That's the only place I haven't been over yet. As in spray cans. I've been over to I've been over to cans, but I've never been. I might have been once over there, and that was it. As in spray cans, I probably
think it
dropped
was,
in and then
the
just
spray can.
come back out again with spray cans. I actually need to go over to spray cans.
Oh, give me just a moment. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just going to watch everybody. As always, Dale, good to see you, bud. Yeah, had a guy come into the store the other day and had a dog with him, and I told him he couldn't have the dog. And, you know, he had to take the dog back out, and he started screaming how if he doesn't have this dog, everybody in the place is in danger. And I said, well, it sounds like you and the dog need to leave. So he started screaming about how he's going to climb across the counter, and I said, so let me get this straight. The Chihuahua's holding you back? My boss is like, you shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, well, I mean, what was he going to do? Alexander Smith, how are you?
I'm listening, Big Country. I was listening to you. I heard as you said about the dog, but it's sort of I don't know if the volume's turned down low or the mic's turned down low.
Well, I mean, I can bring it on up there a little bit if that helps.
Probably your voice, because you've probably got a soft voice. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, the only time I'm loud is when I'm aggravated. You don't want me being loud.
Right.
But no, he come in there hollering about how everybody in the place was in danger if he didn't have that dog with him. And I said, well, it sounds like you and the dog need to leave. And he yelled, I'll come across this counter, and I went, so just so I'm straight, the Chihuahua's holding you back?
Chihuahua's holding you back.
He said, you better watch your mouth. I don't go to jail. I go to the hospital. And I was like, that sounds about right. That's what's going to happen if you don't get the hell out of here. Because I had two other employees there, and I was the little guy. You know what I mean? I'm 6'3", 200 pounds.
Oh, but the thing is, don't forget, the thing that they forget, Big Country, is you're allowed to carry concealed weapons. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
some of you carry them in your, do you know what I mean? And in the back of your hip, as in at the back of your hip, to just, do you know what I mean? Just pull it out quick. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we're not actually allowed to carry firearms where I work, but there is one kept in the car. and I have multiple implements of mass destruction on me at all times. There's always something I've got laying around somewhere. I mean, just because I can't get to a gun, don't think I won't pick something up and brain you with it.
See, in the United Kingdom, you have to have like a license for you have to have a license for a firearm to carry it.
Well,
It's okay if
here,
it's in a like a gun case or whatever. That's fine, but you're not allowed to carry a blade that's 4 inches long. Because if you've a blade that's over 4 inches long and they stop you, they can actually confiscate it.
I carry 4 knives on me at one time. And somebody asked me one day why I carried so many knives. And if you come at me in a fight, I will stick you with one and leave it there so that you have that little bit of psychological oh shit going on while I grab the next one and come after you with it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a long time ago there's no such thing as a fair fight. It takes way too long to heal up and that shit hurts. And running is not an option for me. I got bad knees.
I don't mind when it's a fight of 1-on-1, but usually when if there's a fight breaks out, usually they tend to try and be the big man when they've got other pals about them to try and
Yeah,
show off how big they are. But when they're on their own, you don't even hear a peep at them.
that's when you grab the big one first.
Yep. My old man was a good teacher. All about that. The bigger they used to say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But don't think you're a big man. Don't don't act as if you're a big man. There's always somebody that'll put you in your back, put you
Oh
in your.
yeah, I met one of them when I was 17. This guy's name was Ricky Shoemaker, and he was a maintenance instructor at a school that I was going to. We got to talking about sparring and everything else, and I studied, a little bit of martial arts. Well, we get out in the back lot of the school one day just playing around, and he said something, and I reached over like I was going to just poke him in the cheek, and I was like, "I'll come over there," and he grabbed me by the finger and climbed up one side of me and beat his way down the other three before I could get away from him. And that was the last time I ever, poked any kind of fun. And dude was, I mean, he looked like Chuck Norris, but he's only about 5'8". And
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about he left knots all over me. I did not want to play with him anymore. It was not fair. I did not expect that to come out of that little bitty package. And I told him if I ever met his wife, I was telling on him for picking on me.
Aye, his wife would have knocked him out with a frying pan probably. Waiting behind the door, bang.
I'm quick to resort to wives and girlfriends. I'll tell you right quick. Better leave me alone. I'm going to tell your mom on you. See, you've been behaving.
No, because my old man passed away in 2009. So I don't have the teacher anymore. As in he was good. He was an old wise man, an old wise owl. Tell you things and it was as if he was talking in riddles, but it would take you a bit to understand, and then all of a sudden it was sort of come to you what he was trying to tell you.
I had an old guy that we used to work construction with, and we was out there one day. My little brother is 24 and talking about already having 4 kids. And the old guy looked at him and said, "You know that's why God made orgasms, right?" So you little young ones knew when to quit every once in a while. That means take a break.
Exactly.
I asked him one day, I said, "You doing all right?" And he said, "No, I'm doing half that. You can't be all right."
The old jokes are the best. The old jokes are the best, especially the ones that's got a punchline to them already.
Well, one of my best friends when I was a kid, his name was Kermit. He lived across the street from my grandmother, and Kermit had Alzheimer's.
Right?
And we're over there one day talking, and Kermit looked at me and he said, "Danny, you know the best thing about Alzheimer's? Man, I get to meet so many new people." Because he couldn't remember no damn body.
Oh, aye. I was thinking there, you had me there, and I was like, and then all of a sudden I thought, aye, Alzheimer's, aye, they forget.
Yeah. He said,
Dad
"I
had
get to meet so
vascular,
many new people."
Dad had vascular dementia, but that was after because he fell I think he fell I think he fell 3 times or something. He fell flat in his face or something. Don't ask me how he done it. I haven't a clue. He fell flat in his face 3 times, and he fell off a lorry. As in, they put up like a. He was painting a one of high up ones, and he was up spraying it, and Stephen had put the trestle up, and he must have moved over on the trestle, and they found him on the floor. They found him on the floor the next day, and just lay there looking up. He actually fell off the trestle, and they found him the next day. He was doing it during the night, and they didn't put the trestle up properly, and obviously the trestle moved. Whatever way he went, the trestle moved, and when he come down, he come all the way down like that. Fell on his Stephen come in the morning. He's like, Gordon. He goes, "Gosh, you alright?" Aye. Told me about he told me about it when I come back up here because I was with my ex partner at the time because I'd went down the road down to Dorset, and then eventually I come back up here because it wasn't working down here. I I didn't know anybody down that neck of the woods. I've been in some strange places, and you're like, how the hell did you manage to get there, Alec?
Oh,
Out
yeah.
in the wilderness and all that, car on out in the jungle, living in places that there's nothing there. You get to a state you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Because I've lived mostly in the sort of city. So when you're in the city, do you know what I mean? You can jump on and off of buses, but when you go into these wee like country villages and country places, hardly any there's hardly any transport to get up and out of it.
I got one for you, Smitty. So there was three couples, and they wanted to join a church. And they go up to talk to the pastor, and the pastor tells them that before they can join his church, they have to go 30 days without having sex. Well, all three couples agree that that's not a problem. We can do that. That's no problem at all. So now fast forward 30 days. Pastor sitting outside, trimming up the flowers and everything. And well, he looks up, and here comes the first couple, just hand in hand, skipping and smiling. "We did it, sir. We went to 30 days without having sex." He said, "Well, that's magnificent. Y'all can join the church." About another hour goes by. Well, here comes the second couple, hand in hand, skipping and smiling. "We did it, sir. We went to 30 days without having sex." He said, "That is magnificent. Y'all can join the church." About another hour goes by, and here comes the guy from the third couple. He's dragging his feet, got his head hung low. The preacher sees him and says, "Son, what's wrong?" Then he says, "Well, sir, I can't lie to you. We couldn't do it." And he said, "Well, tell me what happened." And he said, "Well, the other day my wife was wearing this miniskirt, and she been over to pick up this can of green beans, and well, when she been over, I noticed that she wasn't wearing any panties, and well, I just couldn't stop myself." And the pastor said, "Well, son, I hate to hear that, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave." And he said, "Yeah, that's what they told me up here at the grocery store too." But we don't care. You gotta go.
You should have been you should have been a comedian on YouTube.
Well, I mean, I guess in a way that kind of lets me know you ain't been to my channel.
Oh, I see you about big country.
See what?
I says I see you about.
Oh, yeah, I'm here and there and everywhere.
Aye, you look at me lurking and shirking and floating about and into bits and pieces. You know how I know? Because I recognise the avatar. That's how. I recognise
The bloodshot eyeball.
Because you sort of you tend to be in the same auctions and the same places that I sort of hang about in.
I don't get very adventurous when it comes to some of these channels. I used to be subbed to a lot more of them, but I mean, here as of late, there's just been just been a lot of change to them. The bigger channels, you used to go in, and even though there'd be 300 or 400 people in there, you could still say hi, and somebody would see. And it seems to me that, I mean, yes, granted, it's you're trying to run a business of sorts, but your customers are where all of that business is coming from, and if it's getting so big and busy that you can't do what brought everybody in to begin with, it's just I've had to unsub from several of them because it has gone from being a really cool stream to hang out with, doing coin roll hunts, to, well, I mean, okay, that order is done. Let's move to the next. There he is. There he is. Be quiet.
Yeah, quit talking about it. Hey.
But when it goes,
You did.
when it goes from appearing to being a hobby to where you can actually tell it's been turned into a job for them, it just takes the fun out of hanging out with me.
A lot of them big country, it's all auction. You'll notice there's a big thing about a takeover about auctions. Everybody's wanting to do auctions. Like there's Found It Buried, Don's channel, as in there was a chat gun the night as in Sunday Hustle on it. It wasn't. It was more an auction or an auction going to start. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that's changed. As you said, that there has been big changes.
Well, Colorado, I would put my link up there, but somebody don't. Apparently, they think that if I'm a mod, I'm going to jack shit up. So.
Oh, hell, you ain't a mod? Damn, Big Cutter, I swear I thought you was a mod from the last time I was on here. Hell, I don't even see your name on here.
Oh, actually, yeah. It would probably help if I said something.
No, you're a moderator now.
Holy shit, Batman.
You're a mod now. My God. Yeah,
I'm not really good. I'm not really good with the links, and then as long as I can I don't mind not being a mod as long as I can skate. That's what I kept saying to them. As long as I can skate in between the lads and then between the blue spanners, I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
I don't mind being timed out every now and again, and as in the bot, because the bots sometimes time you out. There was the other night where a bot timed us out, and he's like, "I didn't do it. It wasn't me." When I know. It was a bot. It was bot, as in because what they do is the bot they make it so that they set it for 30 seconds or whatever, and then all of a sudden when the bot kicks in,
Mhm.
it'll time you out, or it'll stop you from putting stuff in the chat if it thinks you're spam if it thinks you're spamming the chat, because it goes with the algorithm. It's all done with algorithms, so it is. Especially with the automatic.
Hey, Everyday, how you doing, buddy?
PC.
Mhm.
Big hug, buddy. What's happening? You ain't got my girlfriend with you, do you?
Colorado changed his name. Colorado coined cannabis.
I still don't know what that last word is.
I don't know, cucaracha or something. I don't know.
We was in a chat the other night, and I said, "Man, I don't know if y'all ever had one in Ferrari roaches, but they're pretty good."
Hey, America, how you doing, buddy?
What's that in America?
Cabunctious or something. Cabunctious.
And the Cabacons. I mean, yes, I do consume quite a bit, but as far as most of the terminology into the scientific aspect of it, I'm a little stupid.
Cabochon.
Cabochon, okay. Hey, I was closer than y'all.
I said cannabis. I was close.
We're not looking for the root word here. No pun intended.
Dang. My little one went too.
Well, that's unacceptable that she's at work. You ought to hit the lottery or something. Oh my God, did y'all hear about the woman that hit the $26 million lottery and washed the ticket in the laundry?
No.
Yeah, I'd have burnt the house down.
Mm.
I'd been out in the backyard with a sledgehammer just beating the washing machine to death.
Then I would have beat myself to death for leaving it in my damn pocket.
Yeah, me and the wife was talking years ago, and I see all these people come in and they play the same numbers every time the lottery's going to pull.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I said something about them doing that, and she said, "No, I would never play the same numbers over and over. If I'm going to play it, I'll do a quick pick, because if I play the same numbers over and over and over and over and skip a week and they hit, I'm going to go on a killing spree."
Yeah. That would be bad.
Did y'all see? Go ahead,
I don't really big country. I don't really treat this as a business. I think about it as in YouTube as a business, or business as in to keep it clean. But I'm not really into as in really buying, and I sort of am into buying and selling, but I'm sort of more collecting, and then I'm sort of want to try and grow the chat, grow the community, as in so that we can all benefit out it, as in like for America and UK. But the UK side is a wee bit harder to trying to get it to come together, to get it to come together.
Well, and I'm not necessarily, and it sounds kind of like throwing sides into this here, but I don't mean like us little guys.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of the, EC and them. EC will have, sometimes have 100 people in chat. Usually around 70, somewhere around in there on a good night, 70 to 100 people. And like I told him the other night, one of the main reasons that I enjoy hanging out there is because that man puts so much effort into making sure he includes everybody into
Yeah.
the activity that's going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's, I just, it stresses me out to go into some of these other chats where, you know, it's how quick can I go through these and get to the next order?
Yeah.
Something I got a funny feeling I know exactly who you're talking about.
Mhm.
It's not by any chance J.C. Smith Projects.
No, I'm not even sure if I'm
Because he
certain.
does that. He does that the same way as you just said there, as in he recognises everybody that goes through that chat. Him and his wife, as in J.C. Smith, and he's quite his channel is does, and when he's doing a live, but then he deletes. He tends to delete the live stream after he's finished. Don't ask me why he does it. It just does. But the videos, always the videos he does it when he does a video. He always keeps the videos up because it's all to do with as in big trucks. But when you go in there, everybody as in big um, Puller Bear Ed, he knows him. A lot of the small engine nation as in crew, they all know him as in JC Smith.
Mm.
I'll have to check into that.
I'm trying to think of the one that you're thinking about, or maybe that I've not been in it yet. The one that you've probably been in or been through.
Hey, spray can.
Explained it that was the exact same as the way he does, the way he runs his.
You've never been to Everyday Opportunities?
Oh, every day. Oh, aye. Is that the one you were talking about?
EC, that's what I mean.
Yeah. EC. Yeah.
He is a beast about making sure he
Yep.
talks to everybody.
Yep, he does. That's what I like about him. Every day's a good guy.
And I'm not just trying to butter him up because he hangs out with my girlfriend. I mean, it's just that.
Come on. Hey, spray can, you still in here, buddy?
Well, let's put it this way. If I'm talking about a few of the other people on YouTube, it's mostly this channel I watch, this channel I watch. If I'm talking about EC, hey, I got a buddy of mine. And, I mean, it's just, there's a whole different aspect towards it.
Yeah.
I'm a big country. I took a lot of wisdom off of Ozart, as in Ozart Detector. You know who I'm talking about, Oz. I took a lot of wisdom off of Oz, as in the way he was telling me it, as in about the fans being the real MVPs and all that carry on. And I knew exactly what he was what he was saying or explaining.
Mm-hmm. Every day said we too kind.
I forgot he was in here.
Dang. Damn country, your lungs caught us at smoking nothing. Hot damn,
I got
breathe.
greedy. I got greedy.
Breathe. Hey, spray can.
I don't touch it. I don't touch it, big country.
Don't worry, I got your slack.
Look,
he's a contortionist.
Hey, spray can, you still in here,
oh,
buddy?
Shit, he took it off.
Uh-huh.
We used to live on a farm when I was real young, about 5, 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
One of the farm hands there had a wooden leg, and he was always just kind of pick on me, just poking fun and everything else, not really being mean.
Mm-hmm.
And he started one day, and Dad told me, "Said go over and kick him in the shin." And I walked over and kicked him in the leg. When I did, it come off, and he fell over. And I broke and run and never talked to that man again. I thought I done kicked his damn leg clean off of it.
It took me a while, big country, because see, at first I was at the state where I was nearly in tears because I was like, this is not fun. And then I realised I was like, why are you crying about it? It's done. You're basically you're not disabled. As people's told me on YouTube, you're not disabled. You might be classed as disabled by the government or on the benefits, but you're not disabled. There's still stuff that you can, there's still stuff that you can do, even although you've got a prosthetic, even though you've got a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
Just
Took
the
me a
one.
while to realise that, do you know what I mean? That I wasn't the same person because obviously you having a leg, but that's what it told me. But the reason why they turned around, they said that because I asked them the question, well, what if I went back to smoking, what would happen? And they sort of looked at me and I went, well, is that you telling me that I can't smoke? And they went, sort of like that. So I know that, but that's why the coins became, that's why the coins became an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I couldn't tell. I mean, I've never actually seen you stand up, but I, couldn't tell. So, anybody remember Patch Adams,
The old show Patch.
the Robin Williams movie?
Yeah. Patch
One
Adams.
of the
It was Dr. Pat.
Yeah, one of the funniest things in that whole movie to me was the one guy that was dying of cancer and was just mean as hell to everybody. And Robin Williams went in there and he started to yell at him and he just yelled back and they started insulting each other. And after that, but the one line when Robin Williams started said, "That's all right. When you die, I'm going to have them bury you face down so I got somewhere to park my bike."
I know who you're talking about. He talked to.
Kelly.
They were showing him a cut I think last week. We on Facebook because Facebook has been putting videos, but it's mostly as in off of YouTube. And they were showing one where he was talking to Jonathan. He was being funny with Jonathan with that Jonathan Ross.
Mm-hmm.
And I was nearly in stitches because I was like, and fun enough with you talking about as in because I always get them mixed up, and when you were talking about them there as in Robin Williams, I know who you're talking about. I can actually picture him right now as in Robin Williams.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was. That's an old school movie.
Oh yeah. Now he actually did one that not many people know. I can't think of what the name of it was. He played like a mortician.
Mm-hmm.
The Final Cut.
Oh, hey.
But in this movie, everybody's born, and when you're born, well, everybody's born. When you're born, your parents have the option of giving you a chip that goes into your head and records everything that you see and hear over your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you die, the chip is harvested, and then someone like the character that Robin Williams played actually goes through and edits that so that it can be played at your funeral. Actually, another pretty good. The computer that he had was the keyboard was wooden.
Mm-hmm.
Had cherry. I mean, it was all cherry and everything. I mean, really nice looking setup and everything, but it was all wood.
Yeah. Dang. That's an old one too.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know movie too. Country.
I want to say that one's maybe around 2000.
Dang.
How about The World According to Garth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's an old one too. The World According to Garth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alex.
Mm-hmm. The what?
I've seen it big country. I was telling me
Okay.
was doing it because see the thing is, if I start talking, I feel as if I'm taking over the full show, and it means then nobody gets to talk, nobody gets to speak.
No, how would you ever think that, you long-winded asshole? Like, there's been a couple of times when I've just wanted to pop up and go, dude, stop and breathe for a second, all right? You got to be close to passing out or something. I have not heard you inhale in like 2.5 minutes.
4 hours in a live stream, just keep going. It's like it just keep and see if I don't see if I get into the rhythm, and I end up, if I stop, I totally forget, as in my mind just goes blank.
Me too.
Yep. It comes with old age. Well, I get that way all the time. I ain't got Alzheimer's.
Nobby, it's like as if I'm saying it into myself, so I can actually hear it before I actually say it before it comes out my mouth. I can actually, it's as if I'm reading it like a book inside my head.
Not over here. I'm just as surprised as y'all are about what comes out of my mouth. I have no clue what's coming up. I mean,
whatever I think of's coming out. I ain't got Alzheimer's. I got all the timers.
That's one of the benefits of me having a keyboard sometimes, because I can be in the halfway into typing it and go, yeah, that might be bad. Let's not do that.
But see, if Smithy gets on a roll, though, I got a little button right here. I can do this right here too. Hey, how you doing, Smithy? Yeah, you doing all right?
But you can't do it. But you can't do that if it's my own show. Probably that's what the country was talking about.
I can do it over here.
He's the moderator. He can do that.
It's different when you're on somebody's panel and they're the host.
Yeah.
No, the person that's on.
Then you're the one in shackles.
I've used that button.
Whoever's got the horn, that's her way of telling me, as in let somebody else speak. That's why she does it.
Yeah, big country, uncensored after dark. Yeah. Hell, he's uncensored all the time. Man. He know after dark too. Colorado says, I don't understand what he's saying anyway.
Aye.
I just roll with it.
No, Alex, are you? Please forgive my ignorance. Is it Scottish or Irish?
Scottish, but my mum is half Irish. My mum is half Irish. My dad come from the top end of Scotland, as an up top end. So my dad was quite loud, but he was quite like you, quite stocky. Like, I'd say quite like Wheatback size, as in body wise. Small, but had hands like big shovels. And my mum's like that. She's like me. She's like, as in stick, but she can fight like basically my dad used to say, my mum can fight like a man.
My dad used to say, I hate fighting with your mother. That bitch cheats. She'll hit you while you're looking at her.
Let me check that, Bray.
CCH is right. I need to find something that's got subtitles. Or I don't know if there's captions or whatever on YouTube. I saw something the other day said put captions on, but I don't know if captions the same as subtitles, because they might call it different.
Well, closed caption.
Don't know.
How far behind? Oh, look, the video about a mile and a half behind over on the other side.
Mhm.
Then I thought he had another light bulb sitting there.
Can we can we
Immediately knew what the hell I was talking about, too, didn't
see everybody in the chat? Can they keep as in blessings for Majestic? Because he's having a rough time. Majestic's having a rough time at the moment. It wasn't until as in that Craig came on the show today, I didn't know what was going on. His mum or his gran or something, some two of his relatives has just passed on. Majestic.
Mhm.
Can we keep him in our thoughts, please?
Yeah.
Majestic. It wasn't until Craig started to let as and tell me what was going on, because I hadn't a clue. I sort of seen it as in people sort of saying blessings to him, and I just didn't know what was going on at the time. And then all of a sudden, when Craig was on the live today, he was telling me a bit more, and that's when I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize." So he's going through quite a lot at the moment. Majestic's quite a good guy. He's one of these ones that he'll buy coins, and then he sometimes he'll give coins away as into different people. But Majestic does the big fancy houses and all that car on. But he works a lot of hours.
Mhm.
I don't. I've seen him in chat, but I don't think I'm not subbed to him.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember his big country. I can't remember his full channel name, but I know it's definitely Majestic.
Mhm.
He's like he's a young boy. He's still drives about in a Merc sort of Merc van. He's Merc van, long wheelbase one. It's been in Ida Hearns. If it's a Majestic I'm thinking about, it's thing me. He goes into Ida Hearns. He knows Redneck Stacker and all them. He knows quite a lot of them. That's what I'm saying. He was in one of his streams and I hadn't a clue what was going on. And it wasn't until Craig Durbin, because I got on quite well with Craig, and Craig happened to pop into my live, and he was talking on chat. And as I said, I sort of knew that something was going on, but I just sort of didn't. I was
There's the
too
pizza
busy.
guy. Pizza guy's in the house.
I got a phone call last night, Wheatback. Night before last, about 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
D-Dub rolled off the side of the road, hit a tree. Had to be
Yeah.
pulled out of the car by some of the people that were passing by. He was out cold. The van was on fire.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
like all the hair is gone off one side of his head.
Oh, shit.
I think telephone guy said there he had 11 broken ribs. Both lungs were bruised. They had to pull his pancreas
Damn.
and or spleen. Had to pull his spleen
Damn.
and shattered his pelvis.
God almighty. Damn. Dub. Hell, he's still in the hospital then.
Yeah, as far as I know, I haven't heard word yet from.
I got
telephone
Dub's
guy.
phone number. Yeah, I called Dub I guess it's been about 3 weeks ago. I called Dub. I sure did. I talked to Dub for a while.
I text him from time to time.
Yeah, I called him about 3 weeks ago. 2.5, 3 weeks ago. It ain't been long ago. He said he was getting along a lot better than he was. Is what he told me.
Yeah.
And that's what he told me. So he had a patch there for a while.
Well, I just, if it wasn't for them people that was there, like I said, if it didn't get bad enough, it'd burn all the hair off one side of his head. Then.
Yeah, it could have killed him.
Yeah, it was pretty close to just going ahead and calling it game over.
Yeah, I'd have hated to see that. Hey, Pizza, get your butt up here.
The thing is, if I'd have saw that, I'd have been right in there. I see somebody down, but then they tell you, as in, if somebody's in a car accident, the worst thing you can do is pull them out, because you can do more damage pulling them out.
Damn.
But if it's going to go on fire,
Yeah, but if you're going to blow up, then hell, you might as well yank him out of there. Yeah. If I'd have saw it, I'd have yanked him out. Because hell, if the car's on fire, I'm gonna get somebody out of it.
Of course, Wheatback. Exactly, you're going to do. You're going to do it without thinking about it, because the adrenaline takes over.
Yeah.
Especially if it's somebody you know.
Yeah. Man, ooh, God, that would be bad. Who cares, Mikey? We're sitting here about to starve, and you talking about damn cheeseburgers and fries.
Ain't nobody paying no attention to Mikey anyway.
I'm calling you, spray can.
You got a haunted cursor. You can set the mouse down every once in a while, and all of a sudden the cursor just starts.
Yeah, my mouse has done that before too. Just start inching itself across the screen.
Yeah.
Hey, Muscle, how you doing?
What's up, Muscle? Look up, and all the icons for the controls are up on the video screen. You're like, hey, what's going on?
Has a mind of his damn own. What the hell? I've seen it in mine do it a bunch of times. Like somebody's messing with the mouse.
And Alex, I'm still using that Pi 400 every day. I mean, it's what I use it as my daily driver. The one that I'm on now for streaming is actually the laptop I bought here a while back just for that.
Right.
That's the four.
Yeah.
That's the four. That's the 4 and the 3's in that. All I forgot to do with that other thing is I've only just to put the drive. Off to do is put the games in.
He muted you for a second.
Yeah, he didn't even miss a lick, did he?
I saw it. I saw the mute.
He didn't even miss a lick. He just kept talking.
He knew it was coming back around.
I knew it was coming.
That was pretty funny.
I got something that if I could let you borrow for a little while, Alex, you would probably get quite a. You'd probably rather enjoy to have a hold of that for a few minutes. Yeah. Or do you got it? Look, he gonna hold up the unabridged edition. Watch.
Yeah.
They're worse. That's worse than that. That's to understand them.
Yeah, I don't.
That's that. They're for repairing dead phone. They're for big country. They're for repairing dead phones. They're a lot harder to understand, and a lot of the Asians know that are on the groups, on the Facebook groups.
Well, I've got one set up.
I just watch the videos. That's how I understand it, because I start taking notes, as in for pictures and looking up pictures and all that, and as in watching the video and what they're actually doing, what buttons they're pressing, and where the pinouts is going, so I can understand what's going on. Because that's a programmer, the same as what they do with the ECUs in the cars. It's the same idea, but that what you've got, the Pi 400, that's in the same. It's on the same. It's on the same level as what Dayboxes is. That's why you've got the pinouts as in through there, because you get the pinouts there.
Oh yeah.
So you
Well-
can put the added boards onto them.
This one's got the what is it, GPO pins or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. It's got it in the back. Use the keyboard that's it's got a cutout in the back into it.
I gave $100 for the whole thing, plugged it up, fired it up, and have been
Damn.
using it ever since.
That is the price of them.
Damn.
That is the price of them. It just looks like a keyboard. It's just like a keyboard, but it gives you the keyboard, the mouse, and then you get the book, and then you get the booklet. You get the booklet, and I think they give you the HDMI cable as well.
Yeah.
And a kit. It comes with a full kit. The only thing
I
you
actually-
don't need is a display. Is a display unit. You have to buy that the display unit separately, but you can buy a display unit for it.
You don't have to buy one. If you got a TV, it's got an HDMI connection on the back of it.
Aye.
And I took and run, this thing has 2 HDMI ports on it, so I ran one to a 30-inch that I've got sitting here I use as the main monitor port, and then I've got that 50 sitting over here on the other side of me that, you know, if I really want to get to looking at coins really close,
Yeah.
I can hook the microscope up to it, and then, like I've said, I could make a penny 55 inches wide if I wanted.
Dang.
Detail.
Put it to the next key game rounds.
So yeah, Colorado. I saw that. I think that was about the only reason they drug him out of the car is because it was ablaze.
Dang.
He's gonna get you.
That's a 1978. I got quite a few of them.
There's something I want to show you, but I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah.
And it's-
49.
There's one with an A. There's one that's got an S, and it's right in the middle. It's right in the middle of the numbers. The numbers. I
It's
don't know
that
if
one right there.
But-
Looks like right after the 19, looks like an S sitting there.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, a
wondering
little
that.
bitty one right there between.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about
It's a
it.
little S. Right in between the 19 and the 49, there's an S right there. That's an S all day long. Either way you turn it.
I wondered about that. Thank you. I thought I was seeing. I actually thought I was seeing things when I first saw. When I first saw it, I was like, "No, there's no way. There's no way." What would
Yes.
that coin be? What would that coin be worth? As in the way that coin sits.
If it's
I
one of a
wouldn't have a
kind, then it's
clue.
worth a lot.
Would not have a clue.
No, if it's one of a kind, then it's worth a hell of a lot.
Well, I'm glad
That's
I looked at the
That's at
clock.
a 49. That's at a 49 roll. That's at a 49 roll, and I'll tell you where I got the rolls for. Lemonhead Penny, my good source. Where I got a lot of stuff from.
Mhm.
Hey pal, you've been pre-selected. Now the only reason you picked me is because everybody's leaving from you like
You got
rats
one
from a
too?
sinking ship.
I just got one through my phone. PayPal, I've been pre-selected.
Yeah,
I got one
we're
too.
in a club.
One too.
Who else got PayPal and got that?
I swear it just came through mine too.
It might not be as such as an elite club as we thought.
Nah. I'll tell you what it says. God dang it, wrong button. PayPal, you've been pre-selected. Ready to pay in 4. You've been pre-selected to shop at millions of merchandise with PayPal. That's what mine said. Is that what yours said?
I don't know. I believe it. It might have.
Yeah. I believe mine. You've been pre-selected.
See, the thing about it is I get emails from PayPal on that account, and I can't get into that PayPal account.
Damn.
So I made another PayPal account, and the only emails that I get from that PayPal account are the ones from my notifications from my transaction.
Dang.
Usually, if you forget your password, as in you forget your password and you put forget password, it'll ask you for the recovery email address of where you had it, as in for PayPal.
I tried that, and then it asked you the security questions, and apparently I don't know how many first dogs I've had, and
No, what happened was I got a book from, I think I got it for Romana.
I'll be right back.
Romana Juan bought me it as an coin, cheapskate coins, and I was happening to go through the rolls that I had to see if I had the dates that I needed for the album, and I only took three coins out it, and that was the second coin. So I left it out, in particular out the roll, because I was like, I want to show somebody that and see if they see if I can see it. And I just thought about it, and I was like, hold on. And then when Wheatback done that, as muted is, I knew he was only playing about, and I thought, hold on a minute. I thought I'll show him it and see what he says, because obviously he would know more than what I do, because Wheatback's into the Wheaties.
yeah, he's old.
Wheatback.
He's old. He should know a lot. It's no fun when he's not here to listen and fight back, you know.
The thing is, big country, I never bought the rolls to go rooting through them for errors and varieties. I was only interested in making up sets. I was interested in like get 59, 56, but then I found out that sometimes you just can't get as in a mixed roll of coins, because somebody's got to make it up for you. They don't necessarily come that way. Usually it's like a roll and it'll be all 59s. But if you open the roll, there might be, as sometimes there's a couple that shouldn't be actually in it. And that's why people buy the rolls, because they're hoping there's something that shouldn't be in the roll in the first place, when it's obviously it gets made up, even if it's a bankroll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, it's 10 minutes till 9. 9 minutes till 9. And I got to go pick up my daughter at night. So I'll be back here in a few minutes. If y'all are still up and about, then
Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit, bud.
I'll probably see y'all shortly then.
Good night, America. All right, buddy.
Out.
Bye, America.
Behave while I'm gone, all right?
Whatever comes to mind.
See y'all in a little bit.
All right, buddy.
No,
That's a good old guy. No, good God.
No, because they're sealed. They were sealed.
Dang.
Lemonhead had another load of him.
Mm-hmm.
With another load.
I was on there the other night when he was selling them. Them tubes right there.
Hold on a minute. I've got a funny feeling I bought. I've got a funny feeling I bought the other set.
I was there. I was in that room when you selling them.
Because it went for, I think he started at 25.
$25, yep.
For the 5.
Yep.
I just remembered it was me that bought it.
I remember that. I was in there the other night when that happened. Yeah.
It was me bought them. Because I went through a couple of them, and there's a couple of good ones, and I'm going to send 6 back. I'm going to send 6 good ones back to Lemonhead and let him see them. But I didn't want to say too much in front of him, as in while he was doing it, because I was like, he knows. He was like, they're sealed. He bought them for. There was somebody's collection. He goes to his LCC, or the guy he goes to, and that's what he got. That's what he got. But he knew. He says if there's anything good in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I was in there the other night. He was selling him, and he was running. He was selling them and bidding on something else at the same time. He was throwing through all kinds of stuff. I was like, what the heck?
That was that. You must have come in at the end then, because usually the end bit is usually when it gets hectic.
Yeah, that's what it was. He was selling all kinds of stuff at one time. Just whoop, whoop. I was like, what the heck? I was in there for that.
He takes his time, and then everybody gets fed up because he keeps talking and all the rest, but he's doing his job. He's doing the sales talk or the sales speech. So he's going through it with you and telling you a bit about the coin and the history and the bits and what you're supposed to be looking for and stuff like that. You have to really listen to what he's saying. Do you know what I mean, mate? Because I was there with him before he even reached 1,000. Do you know what I mean? And I'd spent a lot of time with him, and the reason why I spent a lot of time with him is because I wanted to learn how to do it, how to properly do it, and how to properly learn with things and take a lot of the wisdom away. Because to learn quicker or to try and understand it all, because sometimes you start getting the coin dealers talking all that carry on, and sometimes I don't even know what it's supposed to mean.
I've seen him do it a bunch. I was like, God, he was slinging all kinds of stuff on there.
I was only, I think, a couple of bits left. There wasn't much left.
Yeah.
There was a couple of bits, but they were quite heavy. They were quite heavy bits. Because I bought that, do you remember the Capital set that didn't get bought?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Capital set that didn't get bought?
Yeah, it didn't get bought. Yep.
I bought it.
Oh, heck.
I have it. I have it. That Capital, the 1934.
Yep.
I've got it. I bought it. I was like, if you still got that, I emailed them, and I was like, if you've still got that, wait until Friday until I have a look at my account. Do you see? And then on the Friday, I was like, right, we're going ahead. I was like, I see that 250. I was like, invoice me for that.
Dang.
I've got it. Andrew Cooper saw it. Andrew Cooper saw it, and he's like, what are you going to do with that? I'm like, I'm going to hang that. I'm going to hang that up.
Yeah.
Because it goes 1934. It starts from 1934, and it goes right through to 1958. But it's got the 3 steelies in it, and the 3 steelies are spot bang on. They're not replated, because they ones there are replated. They're rechromed. I'm supposed to have bought another 3 lots of them, or 3 rolls, and there's one that's supposed to be not replated, but they're replated, they ones. And the reason how I found out is I put them in cleaner to see what would happen with them, and they went black, and I'm like, I shouldn't go black like that. And I'm like, why is that went black? And I'm like, and then I said, hold on a minute. I was like, they're chrome plate. They're being rechromed. They're rechromed them.
Yeah.
I went, it's not the ones I'm looking for. I'm trying to get the ones that are the original ones, as in the ones because you know as soon as you see it, you know straight away, because you can tell, because the chrome, when they re-chrome them, there's like thin plating on them, as in they're like so shiny, as in it's a different colour of silver. It's a total different colour of silver.
Yeah.
Because an old 1934 or an old 1943 is like a grey. It looks like a grey silver, not like a tin, not like a chrome tin silver. Because that's more like a chrome tin silver if you look at it.
I got 20 rolls of 1943s uncirculated bank wrapped rolls. I got 20 rolls of them. And I got about 15 rolls of the 1959s that Mikey's looking at. So I got a bunch of the old stuff. These ain't even been opened. I know they'll grade out. They're still in the bank wraps.
I'm trying to get somebody to do me a favour. I'm looking for somebody that I'll send away, as in it's sitting at Lemonheads now. I need to actually speak to Lemonhead.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to somebody to send away a Cheerio. It's in the original, as in packaging. And the only reason I want to get it sent away, Wheatback, is I want to see what grade and what value they actually. It's not the money side yet. It's not the money side yet. I want to see. I want to see what the grade and what they actually say about it. I want to know every bit of detail that what's said, as in when it's after it's sent to PCGS when it comes back. Because funny enough, CoinOp was talking about one 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before that, CoinOp was saying about one, but he says as long as it's left, because he wouldn't know it's a Cheerio if it was taken out its packaging, as long as it's left in its original packaging. And funny enough, Tuesday there, Lemon had one. That was like, but I think Hidden was into it, and then I bid slightly over Hidden, but I didn't know whether Hidden was buying it to resell it or whether he was going to do the same as me. I don't know.
Yeah.
And if I'd have known that, or known that somebody else was going to do that, because I'm hoping that if it isn't in the red book, I'm hoping they attribute it and put it in the red book, because if that gets sent away and gets graded, it'll be in their system, it'll be logged into their system. It means then we know then the true value of Cheerios if they come back up again in the future.
Look at this beautiful 1962 without the copper coating. Look at that thing. 1962. It's still got 4 steps and all.
Whoa.
Yep, without the copper coating. And I got a couple of them too.
That's like a frosted one I sent away to Warren. I sent away to Light Collects, and he's like, and he's when he saw what I sent them for, obviously to do whatever they wanted, put it in their channel, did a JW whatever. And I think it was a 2009 one, right? And the frosting on it was like pucker. And he's like, as soon as when he's shown it as on his video or whatever, and he shows it, he's like, and you could tell in the voice went different. Oh my god. Because that's me showing as in them in the UK and what stuff that you have got over in the USA. As in, because I tend to try and pick the best quality stuff. But I know that you have to pay that wee bit extra to actually get it. Unless you know the right people. Yeah. Because I know you have got a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But it was Dale that told me about you, as in because I didn't know why you were named Wheatback at first. Yeah. It wasn't until Dale let me know.
Yeah.
And I was I didn't know that.
I'm sitting on over 30,000 Indian heads and Wheaties. That's why I got my name. I got over 30,000 of them.
No, because I need ones for that book.
Yeah.
I need ones for that book, as in good ones for that book.
Yeah.
For to put in that book. I think the ones that's left is that the one that says, see the one. Wait, but the thing is, the S don't go in that. The S don't go in it. It's PD. I think it's P and D. P and D. Because it goes 1973. There's one missing and between 73S.
Yeah. 1973S.
I've got 1973S.
Look at this right here.
It's the next one after that.
Yeah.
I need to check. No,
1973.
that's what I'm saying. I've got 1973S. It's the next one after that.
There you go, 1974S right there. And there's a bunch of them.
I need to check the book.
Yeah.
I want to try and fill the book with the sort of the better ones, but I don't want to open the roll. See, the thing is, I don't want to open the rolls that I've got lying here as an I've built up, because it's if I start opening the rolls, it means then that I'm going to either lose the value of the roll itself, or it's a case that I need 50 people or 40 odd people so that I can get rid of the roll. As other people that's interested in that role, if I start opening it up, and I don't want to do that right now. I want to basically because I'm trying to figure out the shipping. I'm trying to get the shipping cost down, because I was listening to Big Flip.
I got it. Everything from 1910S up. From 1910 on up S's.
No, because that's flat pack envelopes.
Yeah.
Because Downey told me about them, but I had to try and I go through Big Flip put in the chat the link for Amazon. I go through the link for Amazon, but ding me, I'm in America. The shipping's a lot dearer if you have a UK Amazon account. So what I done was I went through exactly what they look like. And I got them in the United Kingdom. I found a supplier that did them.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start, as I said, I'm going to start doing GWs and start putting some coins in it, and then ship across the world and see if I can get the tracking down, because I feel that the tracking is too dear. But the only reason I do that is because I get upset when a client or somebody that I send something to and they turn around and say, I didn't get my stuff. It's one bit I hate. It makes me feel, it's a case of, as in a person then thinks that you're either at it or the postage or the postal service had nicked it, or you're not as good as your bond. Because then they turn around and say, well, maybe he didn't send it. They've got all these things rolling about in their head, and if it's a new person that you're dealing with, you're trying to earn their trust, as in by your word, as in your bond. Yeah. And I want it to be as in properly done, because Dale does it Dale does it the cheaper way, because he's giving it away. He's not really worried. Cornwall's not really worried. But he does it like normal postage, which is all it gives you is like a proof of postage. It's only a piece of paper with what he's paid on it and what date it's sent. But the difference is I send it the other way, but the other way is a lot dearer. As in it's 20 odd pound a time. It's nearly 30 odd dollars as an American. And I'm like, nobody's going to pay that unless you're giving them a whole load of coins, like what I do with that grab bag, because I put maybe 20 or 30 coins in that grab bag, because I count them about $1 a piece. But then I tend to put a wee bit extra in it as the bonus, because to me it's a lot of money that they're paying out. But I'm trying to think the other ways. But I don't want. I was going to start doing like I was going to start doing like a wheat auction, like a wheat auction, do like £5. But then I'm thinking, as in, if I turn around and say it's only for UK, you're going to be sitting there as in turning around and saying, well, how come he's got all these supporters and we're supporting him, but we're not allowed in that? So I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you feeling sectioned out in the channel. So I'm going to have to bring something in. So I'm going to have to work it and try and figure it out. Once I get it figured out, then That's what I've told everybody. It'll be all systems go, go, go.
Yeah.
I'll not be stopping because they UK coins. I can get them all the time. As in
Mhm.
the 50p pieces, I've got another
Yeah.
account as in that I've already made up.
Yeah.
But they've turned around and told me because they asked me. I went in and gave them too much information when I went in to put the money in, or after I put the money in, and
Yeah.
I didn't have the PIN number. And I started to explain it, and they were like, "Is it a business? Are you making profit out of the coins?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Well, we want to make sure that your best interest is looked after. If
Yeah.
you're taking money in and out for the next 6 months, we're going to be keeping a watch on you
Yeah.
for your bit because you didn't want me scammed or anything."
Yeah.
Because I gave them too much information, I feel as if they're trying to make it that it's more of a business, so they think that it could be money laundering, or that's
Yeah.
the way they're thinking in their head.
Yeah.
As and they've wrote it all, they've actually put notes on the account, and I
Yeah.
explained them, no, it's no, it's a hobby, and I've explained to them I've got American cousins or American friends that I built up on YouTube, and it was for the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But sometimes I tend to open my mouth and not think about it.
Yeah.
That's what Mum says. You should have just went in, done what you had to do, and back out.
Yeah.
But I was a bit wary because I wanted to know. There was questions that I wanted to know because one bank's telling me, or the bank that I bank with is telling me we'll accept them in, but you can't get them out.
Yeah.
So they're telling me that they don't do loose change, and I'm like, but hold on a minute. If you've got customers that's got business accounts, and then then after I spoke to them about a week later, they phoned me up and turned around and says, we do it, but
Mhm.
you have to actually order them. You have to
Yeah.
actually phone us up, and we'll order them because
Yeah.
we send them away to head branch. We
Yeah.
just put the bags in, and
Yeah.
we could give you the ones that the customers, as in when the customers bring them in,
Mhm.
and you can take them back out again as soon as the customers bring them in.
Yeah.
But they never. So I went and got because of the COVID, TSB were doing the accounts online. So I went online and built another account. So I
Mhm.
took money from one account and put money into the other account
Yeah.
so that I could, because I knew fine well that TSB did
Yeah.
do business accounts. But then
Yeah.
Mum told me, says, by the way, they're closing their branches down. I went,
Mhm.
well, if they're closing their branches down, they're going to have to give their accounts to somebody else then. If
Yep.
people's got an account with them. I went, I'm not really worried about that.
Mhm.
I've not done the UK coin hunting, but there was
Yeah.
supposed to be a meeting shortly because Dean was supposed to be involved in it. My family collects, but
Yeah.
I'm still waiting in word yet. But I know that he's had some kind of Dale was saying he's got issues at the moment, family issues or something. He didn't go into it, and I didn't want to get into it either. I just asked if I asked a question with Dale. I says, are you and Dean still doing the auctions with the UK coins? And he says, not at the moment. And he sort of explained it. And I went, don't get into the full details. I just
Yeah.
want to I says, because I want to know if we're still on for obviously the meeting, because that was the whole idea, was to
Yeah.
do a battle between fours, as in go to a pub or whatever, and we all have a bag each for different banks.
Yeah. I opened some of my extra rolls up today. I got a good bit of the BUs, the uncirculated stuff. I put in flips, like the 1985s, uncirculated BUs. I got the 1971s, 2000s, 1966. And all these are BU 84, 81, 85, 74, the 1962. Them things are beautiful. All these are full
I
steps too.
I think Mikey's saying as in buy. I think Mikey's saying buy.
Mm-hmm. And the 60 right there. All these are uncirculated. I opened them up today. Some of my extra rolls just to see what was in them.
Mm-hmm.
And these are just some I put in flips, man. That I got so many old school.
Wait, how much would you charge me for, say for instance, as in see how you've got a big handful there? Much would you charge me for a full handful, as in like that?
What everyone? All these extra ones I got. All these ones that's BU right here. All these ones here.
Aye. I just want a rough guide or a rough sort of estimate, so I know what I'm gonna have to pay for that, because that's what I'm saying. I want to finish that. I don't really like them in the albums, but I would like to finish that album, because obviously it was somebody else's album. What they've done is they've done the first 2 or 3 pages is nearly full, but there's a couple missing, and then there's like two other sections. I don't know if that's for errors and that one's for errors and varieties, because that one says Lincoln Sense, and it says varieties down the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just to finish. That's what I'm saying. It's just to finish that book off, because that book's not getting sold. That's one. Because what it is, Wheatback, is I want samples, so that I can, if somebody asks me and says, by the way, I'm looking for such and such, I can open the book up and say, there's what I can get a hold of, and I can explain it, even if they don't want to buy off of you, or they don't feel like bidding off of you, then I can come to you and say, well, this is what the clients told me, and I know exactly how much, because I do it with Andrew. I'll say to him, how much do you want to spend?
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend that full client's money. I'm going to try and get him the best deal that I can possibly get him, even if I don't earn money off it, because that's the whole idea, is to give, to benefit the full community.
Yeah, there's 30 of them.
I don't want to feel all the time, Wheatback. I don't want to feel like the middleman all the time. I don't want them to do that, but I want them to start joining up, as in, because if we can get them into my channel, then they can see people as in that come in and through the channel, as in, because a lot of USA supporters support me, and when I'm on live stream, you come in and out. As because there's other live streams at the same time going on. It means then if there's new faces, it means then they get to meet new people that they haven't yet met. That's the whole idea, is to grow our community further. We can grow it.
I got 30 of them sitting right here. These BUs I just showed you, there's 30 of them sitting there. I'd let you have them for 20. That's shipping too. And every one of these is the 60s, the 70s, and 80s.
But did you say 20?
$20. And there's 30 of them right there. That's what I'd let you have for.
If can we do that payment goods and services?
Yeah, we can do it good and services if you want to,
Can you add on the extra 3% so that they don't take?
Yeah, we'll do that. But I'll let you have them for $20.
Can you invoice me for them?
Yeah, I can invoice you.
All you have to do, Wheatback, is you use PayPal system, but all you have to do is put my email address in it. It's just Alexander. I think you've got it already. It's Alexander Gordon's. It's Alexander Gordon Smith 76 at gmail.com. If you use that email address through PayPal system, then what'll happen is, once you invoice me it, and it says that you've sent a request, all I have to do is click it, and then it'll go to your account. But I don't know how long it takes for you to actually receive money if we do it that way.
Yeah,
I
I ain't
don't
worried
know.
about how long. I know you're good for it. I know you are.
I know.
I think I got your email address already, though, buddy. I really
That's
do.
what I'm thinking.
Let me check my.
Do.
I got my Rolodex here. I think I already got your email address.
I know, because you ding me because you become no well, and that's why I said don't worry about it, because I knew fine well you would sort it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to keep pushing you or pressurizing you. That's how I sort of left it. I was like, no, I don't do that. You can tell some people. You can tell straight away. You got a feeling off them, as in the ding me that they're good. There's some people that I'm like a bit wary of, and I said I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I forgave Justin, but I wouldn't go back. And it was Justin that was doing the toning, but I was trying to work out what he was actually doing and why he was doing the blowtorch toning. I was like, something's no, I don't know. I was like, I don't.
Alex, I don't have your email address, buddy. I thought I did. Can you put it in private chat?
Hold on,
if you put it in private chat, I can go ahead and write it down. And that way I can go ahead and email you and stuff. I thought I had you, buddy. I swear to God, I thought I had you.
Don't worry about it. Sometimes it happens, as in that happens. It comes. I've seen it happen. I've had email addresses and they tend to, as in, sometimes they hide.
Yeah.
On the system.
Yeah.
I'd need this.
Oh, yeah, I got you right now, buddy. You just send it through. Yep. Yeah. Alexander Gordon Smith, right?
Aye, with the 76, because that's my year date.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. I
don't need to hide. I've got like four different accounts on YouTube, as in, because they're all. It's not because I wanted them. It's because I wanted different channels for different devices. So that, because obviously I don't have the security on it. The only thing that I've got is a Sky Broadband Shield. As in security, so I didn't want somebody to hack the accounts. So I've got different devices. I've got different accounts on them, so that basically they couldn't hack into them. Because with that unlocking gear, you've got to have the security off it and all that. You can't have an antivirus and all that on it, because it starts affecting the set. Because they down a lot of that stuff gets downloaded through the servers.
Yeah.
But you need the thing for the files, for the logs.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to put, and I tell people, as in, as long as you don't save your password in any devices, I tend to keep my passwords in my head. I don't put, when it says on the PC, as in save, and I press never on it. I press never on it, because that's how a hacker gets in, because you use algorithms. That's how they manage to hack people's accounts, because they save the details to their computer, because they press save and it saves it into the password, and then they use because that's what a hacker does. They use numbers. They crunch it with numbers and letters. The only reason I know that is because I've been that long with mobile phones, and mobile phones work the exact same as what a computer does.
Yes, sir, Mr. Paisley. I sure will.
You went quiet there, waiting. I thought, oh no, he's froze. He's froze.
Yeah, I got it, buddy.
Did you get a different router or something, mate?
You what?
Did you get a different router or something?
Yeah, I owed him something.
No, I said no. I said, did you get a new route? Did you get a new router? A new router for the internet?
For the internet?
Aye.
Yeah.
thought that because it seemed to be better since the last time you were on. Maybe 1959. Your sense I'm gone for 59. Wait, that's not a, that's not that. That's not great. No, it's Motion pedals and Michael shot. Polarized PF70s on camera. About 495 it comes now. See, I always wonder as in thing when Mikey's saying about that there, the BU 1959 DDO sense. I always wonder if that means as in what means as in what he's talking about is actually just one coin, as in one coin on its own, or whether that's as in a full roll. Probably one, but probably one coin, one coin. Because I know they can fetch. Because the way they explain it in Redbook. Redbook explains it like as if it was per coin. Because it didn't. The Redbook doesn't talk about because it shows. No, because that's the No, because I'm trying to. I'm trying to the better ones, and that just happened to be that one, the 1949 nickel. Was it? Where's that go? Was it that roll there? I probably use some for something else. That's not that was some colours. Mine's are mixed up. Mine's are mixed up. Does he keep running outside to catch a cat? I think the phone went big country. You got him in trouble in the first place. Ha ha ha. No, because you can't see the sort of couple of blemishes in that one, because usually if even with a bureau, if I open a bureau, I tend to try and pick the sort of better the better ones out. Right, funny. Because that's what
My little 3-year-old just smacked my damn 6-year-old in the face with a board. Broke her freaking nose, I think. She's squirting out blood. Yeah, and now I'm gonna have to go get her in a little bit. Yeah.
What
She's sitting
happened?
there.
Would he
she's
playing
working,
or what? Or
the little
what, would he
3-year-old,
playing or-
the little 3-year-old
right?
hit the 6-year-old, the one that was here today, in the face with a board, broke her damn nose. I think her nose is broke. She hit her twice, same time, bop, bop, quick. She's squirting out blood.
Why did she do it for, Pete?
Freaking mean. Yep.
All right.
That just pissed me
Sounds
off.
like
I
they
just
don't
got
get.
the phone call.
They sound as if they clash. See, I've got 4 girls. I've got 4 girls, but I don't have them with me. And the oldest one is kind of as in likes to sort of rule the other ones as in when they get together, as in when they're allowed to get together. And when you said that, it might be that they clash heads, and she just all of a sudden.
I think she's jealous. I think she's jealous of the other one.
Right.
Because she gets attention and the other one don't. Or she gets all the attention and the other one don't get as much attention. Because my little 6-year-old don't get as much attention as the 3-year-old. And then when you start showing the 6-year-old attention, the 3-year-old kicks in.
Aye.
I think that's what it is.
So my little sister was about, I want to say about 16 at the time.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And she's laying on the couch in the living room.
There's a blemish on it, Wheatback, right on the opposite side. There's a tiny blemish, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's as in like it looks like that grey plasticine or something. I don't know how it got on there, but it was in when I opened the roll of them. We could see it. But I tend to, that's what I was trying to show people, that I tend to, if I open a roll, if I'm going to either sell them to somebody or I'm giving them to somebody, I usually pick the best ones that I possibly can out of it, because I want to give them the best of the lot, the best of the bunch of it.
Yeah, Big Country, what did you say about the 16-year-old got smacked in the head or something?
No, the 16-year-old was laying on the couch, and the 10-year-old come in, and she said, "Sit up, I want to sit down." And the 16-year-old said, "I'm laying here." And the 10-year-old went to sit down anyway. And as soon as she went to sit down, well, the 16-year-old shoved her to where she almost fell across the coffee table.
Oh, hell.
And the little one stood back up, and she said, "I'm going to sit down." And she starts to sit down again, and the 16-year-old just shoved her across the coffee table. What the 16-year-old didn't notice the second time was that she picked up a great big ass crochet hook.
Oh, hey.
When she went to sit down the next time and the 16-year-old raised that arm up, she sunk it about that far into her forearm.
Ouch.
I know that shit. I'm going to run over to my brother's right quick. It won't take me 5 minutes. I'm going to go tell her I got to go pick up the little one in a little bit. I'll be right back.
I was like, maybe you ought to move over and let her sit down.
It was when he said about it, he was on the phone, and then he come back and he turned around, and then I see him as in, I didn't know what had happened, and then all of a sudden he told her, and I was like, oh my God. And then I was trying to think, well, why would she have done that for in the first place? And then I'm thinking, well, if they clash, like, me and my sister was like that. I've got a younger sister, right? She's 4 years younger than me. But when we used to get together in the same house, because this is a family home, I'm actually back in, funny enough. And when we were together, we tend to clash. Me and my sister, we tend to clash because we had the same star sign. I'm Virgo, she's Virgo, but she was the start of the year or the start of September month, and I was sort of the end. But then we clashed, and then we would, as in, have a go with each other. So I'm thinking, well, the one's 6, the other one's 3. Maybe she's done something, or she's waited for, as you said, like you've just explained there, as with the 16-year-old. And maybe she's right, this is payback time. And
Yeah. We're going to call this getting square.
Because sometimes the thing with the youngest ones, they'll remember something or something triggers in their head, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're getting it.
You remember when I was 6 and you smacked me?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Could you get the car off of me? You know.
Mhm. No, because that's a whole load that I sorted out. They're 50s and all the rest, but I can't remember if they were from a set or were they're spare ones. I can't remember because I took a notion a couple months ago there with a load of stuff because I got stuff off of Justin. Then it ended up it sickened me because the what happened with the Justin carry on, and then I got Wheaties for other plate. I got Wheaties for other places, and I started putting them together, hoping that eventually I'd get a collection. But I'm missing some of the key, like some of the rolls. I've not got like some of the key dates and that because some of them were a lot dearer to buy. Because I tend to buy all this sort of. That's what I'm saying. Big country, I'm sort of buying the cheaper end, as in because that's where when a dealer's starting out, they tend to buy the cheaper end. It's like it's
Yeah,
like
you can
a
find
car
them.
dealer. They won't buy the best of cars at first to get up to eventually get up the level. They'll sort of buy the sort of rubbish stuff and rebuild it to make it look good, and then maybe sell it for a couple $100 more till they eventually sort of build up the level of money until their pot gets bigger, and then they'll start buying the better stuff. I tend to get the cheaper end, but I tend to buy the sort of better quality, that's why I want to see them as and actually view them on camera, because that's what I like about the auctions. You can actually view them in front of you, so you're sort of trying to get the feel. Well, that seems better quality than that one, or that one looks better than that one.
Yeah, trying to get it to where you can actually show off what you got, and it's not just.
The thing is, big country, if you've got good stock, it's going to sell quick. And if you ask the right money and you're not too greedy with it, it's gone. It's gone. Good, good stock. But it takes you a while to build that as in a business up or something to that aspect. But I don't call it a business. It's not a business. It's a hobby but the hobby's more than just a hobby. It's sort of tough because that's what even Snobby says. You've got the passion there. You're passionate about what you're passionate about what you're doing. You're passionate about it.
I was telling my daughter about uh, the attack on Little Wheatback, I guess.
Right? Like the 3-year-old and the 6-year-old.
That little brat, I'm telling you. Oh, Lord. I'm back, big country.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what's that?
I was talking about the attack on Little Wheatback.
Oh, man. That's fucking crazy.
I tell you, man, we used to do some violent shit to each other when we was kids.
Oh, me and my brothers did too, but good God. I tell you, my brother Mike, the one I just went over and said, he'll tell you. I was probably about 13 or 14. He was 12. I sharpened the end of a piece of bamboo, threw it up in the air, and the motherfucker came down perfectly and went straight through his foot into the ground. I had to
Oh,
pull it.
shit.
Yeah, he'll tell you. I lit him up with it. Yep.
No, wait, because that's where they came out of that nickel. But I must have used some of them, and I've either gave some
What
of
is
them
him?
away to somebody. That's the 1949s. That's that one. That's where that came out of.
Yeah.
Was out that role. I
Yeah.
don't even know where I got that from because I buy for different places.
Mhm.
It could have been Joe's. It could have been Lemons.
I got so damn many of them too. But trying to find all my shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. Mate. I spotted it. And I was like, you know, when you think you're seeing things. That's what I
Breezy.
thought first. I thought seeing things at first when I saw that, as you said, where that S was. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm seeing things, and I'm like, nah. And then I thought maybe somebody's, maybe it's like a mark or something, and
Yeah.
it looks like an it, and it looks like an S. But when I kept because I kept looking at it further, and I was like, but I needed that second opinion on it to
Yeah.
actually was it what I saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an S. We saw it.
It's stuck. I've left it out. I left it ding me. As near so
I
when I get back
believe
in
you
that
was
role.
high.
There's a roll of 49s.
Well, don't laugh then, Alex. I'll just have to find something else to poke fun at you about.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he's going to turn around and flip me the bird. I can already tell. I found something good for it.
Big country, look. There's more.
Yeah.
There's other ones in box. Other ones in box. Yeah, Canadian penny rolls in boxes. I've got umpteen stuff in boxes. I have there's umpteen boxes here in this room, and then down in that other cupboard, as in there's another box that's got rolls in it, and that's what Andrew Cooper says. Andrew Cooper, 1977 says he says he's got Alex get more rolls than Greg's. Greg's is the bakers. Greg's
Alex.
the bakers.
You want to see a little bit of my collection? Here's just some of them.
Oh my god!
Hold on. This ain't all, buddy. Just hold on. There's one. Here's one. Hold on. Here's one.
I thought I saw him walk past with a dolly there a second ago.
I'll show you mine's, but mine's is a bigger.
Here's more.
Mine's is bigger than what yours is.
Here's more.
Aye.
Hold on. Here's the S mints. Hold on. They more.
What's up, Breeze, for me?
There's some more of them. Yeah, that's just a little bit of my collection.
You know, from the look of it, it'd probably be cheaper if I just mailed you my books and let you fill them in.
It would be a whole lot simpler.
But hang on, we get them in actual just in bags, but that's what we get. Do you know what I mean? So we don't get American stuff unless somebody's been to America and tipped it in, and it looks the same. That's the only time we'll find them.
Well, see,
that's
where I live,
be different.
Where I live is on one of the major roadways between Canada and Florida.
Yeah.
So all the vacationers.
Thank you, Breezy.
I think I sitting here last night and counted all of it up. It was like $46 worth of Canadian change that I pick up, penny, nickel, quarter at a time.
Yeah.
But I've got a ton of UK coins, a bunch of a couple Australians. I mean, I got just a bunch of. There's no reason that it should be in Kentucky coins. You know what I mean?
There's Canadian there. That's the $2.
Yeah, I got two of those. I don't have them in flips.
Twenties and Linnies. That's for George. I bought them for George. They're for George. They're for found it buried. That's what I'm saying. I don't just buy. I don't want anybody feeling big country that I just buy off of Lemonhead and Joe Durbin. I just buy off of them because I trust them, because I built up a bond with them. But I do buy for other people in the community. It's like Wheatback just offered me as in coins just then, and I've like, I'll take them.
Yeah.
Because I don't let myself go short. I keep money in the bank. But I don't bust into this. It's savings. I saved up for nearly over 4 years. I saved up.
Yeah.
as in my mum wasn't taking any dig money off me because my father was here. She was all right. She was financially all right. But then when my dad passed away, she's like, I need that extra money because I can't keep this place running. So I gave her money as in, but it comes out my fortnightly money. I always count my sort of it's my big money that comes in month to month, but that's for my mobility and my care because of the leg. And then last year they tried taking it away. They ended up giving me 4 points. Now I fought it, and because Money Matters dealt with it, Money Matters says if you don't get the outcome that you're looking for, we'll take care of it, and that's exactly what happened. And then eventually they gave me the backdatement. Says we do owe you it, because I was fighting it, but not on the care part of it. I was fighting the mobility, but because they were taking it as in that I was more able, because obviously having the leg, and them, because you start asking you questions like, can you walk 200 yards?
Yeah.
From one bit to another, and they're like, well, if you can walk that far, then you're not entitled to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then they didn't take into equation, well, if theoretically they should have thought about it, if he didn't have the leg, then he can't walk nowhere.
Yeah.
They were taking it upon as a normal able body, and then turning around thinking about it as in because obviously I was better in the last 2 years or the last 3 years. It's what they call they call it over here personal independent payments. They call it. But Money Matters made out that I was worse than what I actually am. So that's how I managed to get it back. But I was fretting about it because I was like, well, that money's then, well, I need to then start selling coins or whatever to try and get some money in, because I want to be able to put it, whatever I get, as in anybody buys off me or the donations, what'll happen is it'll all go back into coins country, big country. So anything that gets sold on the channel or the donations that ends up comes in the channel will get put back into the channel, but eventually it'll get given back out into the community again.
Yeah. Hey, Big Country, you know what this is?
A Flying Eagle Center, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Very good condition. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah.
One of my favorites right here. A Flying Cent 1850.
Well, I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a flying? Is that a flying eagle? Is that a flying eagle?
Yep.
That's the start. That's at the start. That's at the start of the Indian Head pennies.
Yep.
1857.
Yep.
My daughter in the background over here going, I said, I don't have one of those. And she's like, well, it sucks to be.
I got one for Andrew. But I got it off the right person. And I was like, hang me, and he's like, I think I paid a wee bit too much for that, but because it's you. But I was like, well, that's what I paid for it. I've sold you it for what I got it for. I says I got it off a Dingme as in Lemonhead. I says, but it was for years.
That's a 1801 large cent. 1801. It's old. That's one of my favorites too. I got a bunch of oldies. Ooh, I don't know. Here's the 1824, 34, 1834. I got some oldies, very old, nice ones.
See, that's the part I'm not sure about Wheatback. See, when I see the older ones, it's not because of the condition it's in as there. I'm trying to figure out what is the actual value of it, or what is it, or how much do you actually, if somebody says a price, how do you know that is as worth the money that they want for it, or the starting price that they say for it? Because I know Lemonhead usually puts under, as in, because he looks up the last 7 days and then he put it under slightly as in to start it off. But then how far do you go up with it, as in when you're bidding for it to actually own that coin?
Yeah. I usually go under eBay, and I see what one sold for. You go for the ones that sold for, not the one that they want to sell, but you go under sold for and go that one. and then I'll come back and I'll double check them under the books. And that way I know exactly what to go for. That's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
That way nobody's getting ripped off. They'll see that one's already been sold for that price, and that way they'll know.
No, I know. There's not. I know that the coin community is an awesome community.
Yeah.
But you don't want to, as in, because if you're either collecting it because you like it and keeping it in your collection, or but then as in if you get stuck for cash, you don't want to let the collection go. But then sometimes you have to, because obviously things come up that you don't expect to happen.
Believe me, I know that far too well. I've got rid of so much of my collection just because I needed the money. Insurance, medicine. I didn't have no insurance. I needed medicine. I know, believe me, I got rid of a bunch of my stuff.
I know how hard it is with a family. I was a father, that's what I'm saying. There was six kids. I had two for her previous marriage that were step brothers, and four daughters plus two of us. So you're trying to hang when the twos was on benefits because we couldn't get work. So I understand.
Yeah, I went through heck.
I'm back single, but that's because of what happened.
Yeah, I've had my wife left me when I got sick. These few months I've been out, I got sick. She found out and left me. Now I'm staying over here in an apartment next to my brother's house. That's how bad it is. Yep. So I've been through hell.
I thought when you get married, it's the vows was supposed to be
better for worse.
In health. Aye.
If it would have been a shoe on the other foot, I'd still be with her, taking care of her. Because my first wife died of cancer, and I was with her till the end, her last breath. And if she would have been the same way, I'd have still been with her. But see, the shoe's on the other foot now. She left me because I got sick.
Why? So, why? I don't get that.
I don't either.
Why would a woman walk out on a guy as in what? Is it because you can't provide for your family? Is that what it is?
I still get money every month. I still get a check every month. I could, but I don't know what it is, buddy. I really don't. And it killed me. Me being sick on top of her doing that, yeah, it really hurt. It hit me hard.
Of course, because you washed up the ground she walked on. I've been there. That's what I was like. My ex stays 5 minutes. My ex stays 5 minutes from my mum's house. And she then told me when my mum went over to get my belongings, she then phoned the cops on my mum and my mum.
That's bad.
For intimidation. She tried to get her done for intimidation. The police came here. I was upstairs with my dad in the room. Mum says, just sit there, I'll go down and get the door. Mum says, oh, it's my son you want to speak to. When my mum opened the door, went, no, I went, pointed the finger, went, not sure I want to speak to. They went into the living room, and I says to Mum, what was that? What was that all about? Mum says that she phoned the cops on me when she went to the door, as if for trying to intimidate her. And I says to her, I says, what did the copper say? The copper turned around and says, you don't look the intimidating type, and walked up and walked off, shoot your seed.
It's crazy.
So you tell me that story. I'm trying to work it out. I'm trying to work it in my head for you, as in to give you an answer for that. Trying to work it out, but I can't answer it because obviously I don't know the type of person she is.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go into details of that because that is your personal life, and you don't want to put it on YouTube.
Yep.
Some people are like that.
Yep.
They don't want to feel as if they're being judged by everybody else. Because some people would be okay about it, and then other people wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? So I know. because you're putting you're putting yourself out there as into the public, into a public domain by being on YouTube on the first place.
Yeah.
And you sort of keep your personal problems away from YouTube altogether, or try and keep it away. Because a lot of my videos is experience that I've either went through or what I've been through while being on YouTube, to try and let people know that it's not just a walk in the park. Because people start going on YouTube and they think it's easy money. They think a creator gets a fortune, or that's the way that it's led to believe. But they don't know the ins. They don't know the ins and outs of what actually goes on when they're brand new. Unless you know certain people or you've been a long time on YouTube, that's when you start to understand it. Because I was trying to, when I first started, I wanted to know the do's and don'ts of what you said and what you didn't say on YouTube. But I was talking to a lot of the older creators like Grizz270, Green Bay Wacky, Fireman CV, Cab 7. Listen to a lot of them guys, because they were older and wiser. They've been a lot longer on YouTube than what I've been. So I'm trying to get the feel of how YouTube worked, or how the YouTube worked, as in, and do it properly without making mistakes. But people don't, and then they don't realise that it only takes one video to go viral, but it needs to be as in good enough for it to go viral in the first place, and it takes time for that to happen. It just doesn't go viral overnight.
What's funny is these few months I've been out and not been on, I went from over 460 subscribers down to 401. That's how bad it is. Ain't that good?
No, you should be going up instead of you should actually be going up instead of down.
Yeah, that's pretty there, country. You need to send me that.
Is you're a kingfisher or a hummingbird?
Yeah,
So you're one of the two.
Yeah, you're muted. I can't hear you, big guy.
Well, the wife come in, daughter's in here.
Oh, you didn't want to hear you talking sexual. That's what it was.
Well, my daughter's in here, though. I mean,
we don't want to hear that.
That's kind of weird, Don.
That would be kind of insane, wouldn't it?
Now, these were actually poured by Miss Dee Dee.
I like that hummingbird. I think it's pretty. Oh, a dragonfly. I like that too. Damn, that's pretty.
No, I'm talking about the detail and the details.
She did a good job on them. I'm telling you that.
Oh, yeah.
I missed. Who did you say got them off of?
What?
Who did you say got them off? He got them off of?
Miss Dee Dee. I can't think of. Don't put me on big screen and get.
Yeah, I gotta see that dragonfly one more again. Them wings on it. Oh my God, them are 4 detailed. Even the damn tail got the lumps in it like a dragonfly.
Oh yeah.
That's cool as heck. Damn, I like that. Damn.
I think I gave 40 for the dragonfly. Hold on, I'm gonna hold that hummingbird up there.
Yeah, I want to see the hummingbird. Damn, even put the feathers in there. Good Lord.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Good God.
She's got spiders and see, there's spiders. There's a bass. I figure by the time it's over with, I ought to be able to make me about a 10.5-ounce charm bracelet.
God. Dang.
Because I know some of the silver pourers, because some of them went to Metals Mafia, which Metals Mafia was originally started
Hold on a
by
minute.
Redneck Stacker.
Damn, that's a pretty skull right there. G-Dub. Damn, that's a pretty skull.
Yeah, I got one more. Where's it? Yeah. That's one of the little Jaeger poured silver half-ounce bones.
Yeah. Oh, heck. That's cool.
I got that off a Penny Dog, I want to say
Dang.
a year or so ago.
Dang. That's something I don't have is no pores. I got plenty of silver. No pores.
Working on my Geigers.
Oh, heck. That's
I
cool.
got a third one, but it's in a clip. I don't actually have it in there. Got that one from Plumber Stacker.
Oh, yeah. That's cool as heck.
Got this getting whiplash.
Yeah.
I got one of the dual pretty maple leaves the other day.
Oh, hell.
And it's got the heart
Yeah.
and the
That's the
maple leaf
leaf on the front. Yeah, I see the maple leaf on the front. Yeah. What's on the back of it? A maple leaf?
the queen.
Oh, hell. The queen. Oh. You can shoot that one.
It wasn't made out of silver.
That was pretty cool. Damn, what you got?
This one's actually the first maple leaf that I got, and it came from PE Stacker.
Yeah. Damn, that's a 1 ounce too, ain't it?
Yeah, they were. It was kind of funny because they was having They started out with one of them, and I said, "Well, I don't even have one of those," and started bidding on it. And then the next thing I know, well, PE Stacker jumps on it, and it jumps up out of my range. And then Jonathan Reese starts bidding on it.
Oh, hell, Jonathan. Oh,
and
shit.
I'm like, well, thanks, guys. I said I wanted that. Y'all could have let me have it for cheap, but now you had to get out there, and everybody just had to start, getting after it. Now it's where I can't afford it. And well, I think it leveled out. I think it went for either $38 or $43. I can't remember which one it was. And as soon as it finished up, PE Stacker went, okay, now send it to Big Country. And Jonathan Reese was like, dude, that's what I was gonna do. We could have kept it way cheap, man.
You
If
could
we'd
have
have stopped a minute ago.
Sometimes you see that happening in Big Country. Somebody will be thinking of somebody, and then all of a sudden there'll be 2 or 3 of them thinking about the same person, and instead of talking to each other, telling each other, they sort of keep it to themselves.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me a couple of times. I'll start bidding on something, and then they get way out of my range. I'll say, well, I'm done. And the next thing I know, I'll send it to damn Wheatback. What the hell? Uh-oh. Choke him.
Oh, he's talking about the cigar.
No, he was talking about
choking. Okay.
No, because Wheats make me feel bad. Wheats make me feel bad now because I was going to sell that to I was going to sell that to Andrew Cooper. That's a maple. That's a maple Canadian maple leaf. That's a 2020. Because I think I've got one because I got one off of Mickey Rob. I only keep one. If I've got one already, I don't. I'm not. That goes into the box of stuff. The box of stuff. That's what I'm saying, but it makes me feel bad because I know what you went through, and that's why I done that with that other thing for you because you were like, I don't want to sell that, but then I felt bad because I'm buying stuff for the community. I don't really need. Put it this way, I don't want to put it out there. I don't need the money. Money doesn't mean nothing to me. But I don't want people to use that as a weakness, as to take advantage. There's people that I build a bond with people that I like and that I got on with, and it's dear to my heart because that's what Craig was talking about, as in about a community. as we were talking about small engine. Funny enough, what come up was about small engine nation and how small engine nation was at the start, and then Craig left it out that there was a lot of greedy people in it, and that's what killed that community. But I was part of it. And I'm one of these people. I'm no greedy.
As long as I've been stacking and collecting and everything I've been doing, I've never owned a maple leaf or a pour. That's the two things I've never owned. But I've owned a lot of stuff. But that's the two things I've never owned. A maple leaf or a pour.
Or a Ford?
A pour.
Oh.
Any kind of pour. I've never owned one. I've never owned a maple leaf or a pour. But I've owned the Queen coins with the Queen on it, the Iron Man. I've got the Hulk. I've got Spider-Man. I've got them, but I ain't never owned maple leaf. Oh, I've always loved the maple leaves.
If you've got a set of those, it's worth about
Let me say something. Let me say something. Does it need to have? Does it, if it's a pour, does it have to have something on it?
No, it don't have to have nothing on it. Just a pour. I've never owned it. Just a regular.
I'll send you one. Send you one. I done a trade. What happened is I done a trade with Kevin Hubbard. Kevin Hubbard sent me, and I says to him, I only want one. He sent me 5 little bits, as in he poured, and it's in my collection. I will give you one personally. I'll pick the biggest one possible out and give you it. He poured me 5 because what I sent him I sent him a £5 note, which was a UK one. I sent him because he said to me, I'm looking for UK coins, or I would like UK coins. So I says to him, well, I'll do a trade with you. But I didn't push him. And when he came back, he says, did I send you enough? As in for what you sent me? I said, no, you sent me more than enough. But it's on, I need to find it. It's on a card somewhere. I put it away. I can't remember if it's in there or where it's somewhere else, but I know it was definitely on a thing, mate.
Yeah.
Personally, that's how I was like, hold on, let me speak a minute, because but it's got nothing on it. It's his first pour. It's his first pours of trying them. They're nothing. They're nothing special.
No, that don't bother me. I'm saying that, I'm just gonna put it in my collection. I ain't never gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna put it in my collection. That's all I'm gonna do.
Call it now. My first pour is gonna look like shit. When it does, I'm just gonna be like, nailed it.
Don't you need that flying scent, Big Country? That eagle? Don't you need that flying scent?
Yeah, I thought that I emailed you my address, didn't I?
No, I ain't got the address, but
you're looking at the camera all creepy and shit, and I don't know what you're gonna want for trade. So,
how about the wife for tonight or two? This, gotcha.
She's got a sister, but I mean, you're gonna want change back.
Depending on which one you might want insurance too.
I'm gonna want change back.
I don't think any of them would like me saying that.
If I have people donating, right? I'm hoping that one time that people that haven't got money, or somebody that's in the community that hasn't got money, and you see them, and the other people that's donated, I'm thinking that would help somebody else that's a new beginner in the coin community, because the minute you start to entice somebody with a couple of coins for nothing, they then go away and then start building a collection of their own, and they start a couple of pound here and a couple of pound there, and then they start to stand on their own 2 feet.
One of the things that I have said for a while, and it was something that was told to me, but you don't really think about it. But you show a child something special about a coin,
Uh-huh.
2 or 3 different ones.
Yeah.
And for the rest of his life,
Mm-hmm.
you planted that seed. For the rest of his life, he's not ever going to get a handful of change
Mm-hmm. And without
that
looking.
that he ain't looking for.
Yep. Look at this bad boy. Look how off-center that mother is.
Damn.
This is my baby right here. Even the back's off-center to him.
The planchet was falling out and it still hammered it.
Yep. I found this coin roll hunting, and I don't have no idea what it's worth. And plus, I got another one that ain't this bad, but it's about half off-center. It still read the date on that, but you can't read the date on this one. That makes no sense.
I go daft for the clip.
This thing is
the clip
weird.
punches and the offset. I've recently just started buying them offsets and the clipped.
I got plenty of these. I got plenty of these right here.
Once you start
course,
the auction, as usually they'll start a couple of dollars or something like that, maybe $5 or $6, and I'll just keep going with them as in thing me. But then I gear up with them. I'm like, if somebody else wants them, because there is a lot of them out there that they like them as well.
I'm gonna say that thing's about
pay more for it. Then go ahead. But I know what I'm wanting. I know what I'm willing to pay because I've got a budget of like $15 in my head because that was what originally the grab bag started off with. Wheatback was 15, but I had to move them up slightly because I noticed that I realised that the postage was a lot dearer, and I was like, if I do it 15 here, I'm gonna have to do it 15 over there.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. I'm losing money. So I've got that budget set and always in my head, the 15. So every time I see a coin or something that I really like, I'm like, I'll pay sort of near that money, and I'm like, and then that's when I'm like out. I can't afford anymore.
Yeah.
And I let other people win it, or let other people if they feel that it's worth more to them.
Mm-hmm. What would you say that was off center? About 80 or 90%? What would you say, Big Country? I mean, it's really, really bad. There's no date.
That's what I was actually looking for here.
Even the back looks really bad. Half the thing's about gone. I don't know what this would be worth, but I did find that hunting.
Your main man, your real main man for it is Ingme. There's Coin Help You, which is part of the Thingy Coin Ops team, as in Robert Lawson.
I know Robert. I call him son too. I know Robert, and I know oh my God,
I don't even know who Coin Help You is, but I know that's part of the team. It's part of a group that they made. They built that group. But then you get Paula Bloom, and Paula Bloom took over the stuff that Ken used to do. Ken
Peavy. Yeah, Peavy.
Right. Ken Peavy.
Yeah.
I was just getting used to Ken before a couple of months before. I
used to watch Ken all the time. I liked old Ken.
Started getting into Ken's and starting to listen to him to try and understand it, and then 5 months later he passed away. But Paula Bloom took over the whole show with the other one. But there's a lot of controversy at the moment over all that carry on at the moment. You're not right, and that's not right, and this is not right, and that coin's not. It's because he actually the group the stuff that's on YouTube Wheatback is actually getting into Facebook. There is Facebook groups like the YouTube community and stuff like that. It's all on there.
Mm-hmm.
So join up on Facebook and get into the group. And I noticed it was some of the YouTube community. I was like, I know
you
that.
Find the country.
I know this one.
Yeah, you find
okay. Off center, a coin that has been struck out of the collar or incorrectly centered. With part of the design missing. Values are for coins with approximately 10 to 20% of the design missing from obsolete coins, or 20 to 60% missing from modern coins.
Mhm.
These are misstruck coins that were made when the plastic did not enter the coinage press properly.
Yeah.
Coins that are struck only slightly off-center with none of the design missing are called broad strikes. Those are nearly all the those with nearly all of the impression missing are worth generally more, but those with a reliable date and mint mark are worth most.
You can't read the date or the mint mark on this one.
I know.
It's pretty bad, really bad.
Boo.
It says, I got it under. You got 19.9. That's what I got on it. It's a 1990 something. You can see the 19 and the 9.
Where's Wheatback? Where's the 9? Is the 9 off it, or is the 9 actually this way?
The 9, the 19's good, but the 9, the 1990, the 90 part is touching the rim. You can tell it's a 9, but barely. It's. I don't know if y'all can see that or not.
I kind of see shit like.
That's what I'm saying, because if you look, if the seven's that way, or if the 9's more that way, that means then that would be the end of the 9, so the other one could be missing. But if it's a 9 this as in this way, it means it's a 9. It's in the 90s. It's in the 90s range. Then
hold on, let me scope it. See if I can pull my scope up on screen. That way y'all can see it really good. Let me get my scope fired up. There we go. If I stay right there, let me show y'all something.
Now,
y'all see it?
In the 90s, then, because the nines that way. If it was nearly hanging off it, as in that way, then it would be the last digit. Then would be the 9. Would be the 9. That's what I was trying to look at. The 9. It's 90s. It's a 90s one. Then
yeah, it's a 1990.
So you would look the price for the 9. Then the 90s stuff. Then as
you can't even read the one. It's way off center.
Bring it around there to where United States of America.
Big country, look up the 9 as in the 90 series, 1990, and see what the time with the first price is, as in the book, as in like fine grade. Work it for the MS in, and that'll give you an indication of where it should be.
There it goes. Now let me get this thing running. Cameras won't act stupid.
It took me ages to work that book out as an actual book itself.
If you're still able to hear Wheatback, if you refresh the page, you can still join back into it.
'70s.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, for a second, and then you jump back out.
Because MS65 big country is 30. It's 30. It's 30 cents as in MS65. MS65. When you start going 9 as in 90s. Because even if it started at $4, I would go into it at 4, and I'd probably go to about sort of six-ish, and then bow out it, because there is a few that is into them.
It won't let me start my camera. I'm froze up or something with my camera and my damn microscope. What the hell?
Did you
I
hear-
refreshed it,
Okay.
but my camera thing.
Because a 92 is
Mine says start camera. It just froze up. It won't start.
at PF 65. Big country as in thing, according to the book, is $5.
Mm.
A
Might
92
need to close up the
is
browser and just
PF
come back into it.
65.
Yeah.
Come back into StreamYard and it should ask if you just want to join the. Yeah, and it tells you how to grade them in the red books, but I mean, hell, I'm going blind.
Lemonhead told me just use it as a reference. Don't take it as in that's exactly what it is in the book. It's only a reference guide. It's not a reference guide. I'll use it when I'm not, if I'm not sure about something like that, as in, for instance, like that with Wheatback, as in you're trying to get a sort of rough valuation, as in what you think it could be worth. But that's going for 90, and then you get, because as you said, there's no mint mark on that. So there's no mint mark to say it's whether it's S, whether it's P, whether it's D. We don't know. We don't know. All we know it's a 90. It's a 90. So it's a 90 series. It's 1990, because that's what we're trying to work out. Now, if the 9 was sitting off in there,
I'm gonna close the browser and come back in.
then it'd be the last digit, but it wasn't. It was sitting further this way, so that means then it's 1990. It's a 90 series, so it can. So that's what I was looking at, as in what the book said, as in for the start of the 90s, because it could be a 92, it could be a 98, it could be a 97. We don't know.
Yeah, that's why I was wanting to see the back of it.
And even if you liquidate it, as with that, because they say about, some people talk about liquidating, but they do it with the bisons more than the nickels. Then even if you liquidate it, you're still not going to know, as in the last part of the year, because it's not there, because it's right off the planchette.
There we go.
Yep.
I'm back. Now, what was you wanting to see, Big Country, on it?
Oh, the back of it. Up around
back
where it
of it.
says United
Back
States of
of it,
America.
it was seen about the back of it.
Oh, hell, now my damn. It ain't letting me go to my USB. Let's see here. Ship videos.
I constantly update this thing. I update it and the Play Store, and as in the operating system, on the operating system. I just done this one a couple of days ago.
Hold on, let me get this damn thing.
And then I reflushed it like as if.
Yeah, but they want me to pull up a microscope. Man, when I refresh it, it won't let me pull up the microscope. But I don't know if you can see that.
Microscope for you a second.
The microscope ain't want to come back on for some damn reason.
Yeah, it wouldn't show me what I was looking for anyway.
I don't know.
That's because that. See, I call that the White House. I don't even know if that is the White House. I call that building the White House. It's on the back of that. That's what I call it. I call it the White House, because that's what it looks
actually
like.
That's the Lincoln Memorial.
Is it Lincoln Memorial?
It's the memorial, yep.
Right, I didn't know that. I kept calling it White House.
Damn it.
I know what you were looking for. You were looking for.
Telling me restart my computer. I'm not doing that. No, hell no, I'm not restarting my computer. If I exit out of here and restart my computer, to knock me off live.
No, actually, when you come back, this session will still be going.
Oh, okay, then cool. I'm just gonna exit out and then come back in. I'm gonna restart.
Yeah,
my
it would
computer.
be no different than when you closed out or when you shut down the browser and brought it back up. So he'll be back in just a minute.
Country. A lot of them came back online because obviously they saw me back online. But then they're supporters of Wheatback as well, because a lot of them are through, as in they're the ones that we know, like Bigfoot and all that car on, and then Dingley was in as well in the chat earlier on. They were on my live stream earlier on. They were coming in and out.
Man, I'll tell you, I love this
My
man.
supporters, so do you know what I mean? They're everybody's supporters. They're not just my supporters.
Yep.
But as I'm saying, it depends who you've got in the panel. It depends a lot of who you've got in your panel as well. That's a lot to do with it as well.
We tend to have fun as long as everybody realizes that, if I'm here, it's pretty much adults only.
But I don't fight with people. I've learned to mellow out as I've got older, because it's not an argument, it's a debate. It's not saying that you're right and I'm wrong, as in it's your view and opinion. My view and opinion could be different to your view and opinion. But it's not a place for me to turn around and say, well, you're wrong in what you think. This
Variety.
is where people go wrong.
Variety is the spice of life.
What I'm saying is you're entitled to your views and opinions. I actually said that on a thing, mate. I actually made a sort of like an apology video, and I said on the end of it, I'm not sorry for my views and my opinions. I'm entitled to that. That's what I'm saying. Since my dad,
If everybody was brought up the same, but we weren't. Diversity is everywhere, and there are so many people that think that, just because that's the way they were brought up, that doesn't make it right.
Aye, but the thing is, big country, some of them will fight with you, as in that they're right. They have to be right, and everything that they say comes out their mouth is right, and you're wrong in what you think.
Those are the kind of people you cripple with logic. It's like the term common sense. It needs to be changed.
See, the thing is, with a social worker, they use what they call reverse psychology, as in reverse psychology. And then when they're asking you a question, they ask it different ways. If they think that you're lying to them, they'll ask it in a different way so that you'll trip up. So I sort of understand. There's a lot of things that I understand, because although that I've got borderline autism spectrum disorder, doesn't mean that I'm stupid or thick. I've got a high intelligence, a high IQ level, as an upstairs, but just don't know I've got it, because obviously the autism spectrum disorder. But I wasn't diagnosed until I was older. I went through school as in being the attention-seeking child, as in that I wanted the teacher's attention, not that carry on that I disrupted the classroom. It wasn't until later on in life they eventually found this out. I'd went for tests, and the tests, when they done the tests, the figures, there's supposed to be these two tests, and they're supposed to give you figures for that one and figures for that one, and then what they do is they add the two figures up, and it should multiply and tell you about a person. And when they added the two figures up and down the road in England, they thought I was at it. They thought I was at the fanny. They thought I was doing it deliberately, so the scores wouldn't add up. And when I come back up here, Mum says, right, we'll go to the doctors and we'll keep pushing it. And eventually they sent me for the tests again, as in Scotland. And eventually it came out that I went to this underdog, to this top guy that deals with autism spectrum disorder in the country, as in for Scotland. And that's when it came out, as in just over 2 years ago, that I was just on the borderline. But because I'm on the borderline, there's more help for somebody that's more further on in that spectrum than what there is, as in for somebody that's only just on the borderline there.
Yeah.
So I don't get the support that I actually need. But it's the part that I find the problem is the communication skills, as in we are normal person. But everybody said on YouTube, what is classed as a normal person, and I sort of laughed at it when somebody said that.
I don't believe I'm gauged as a normal person, so I'm probably not a good. Not really sure. I got some pretty jacked up shit wandering around up here, so I may not be the one to ask about some of that.
No, I'm just talking about the country. When I've been on streams or when I've been on YouTube and people talking about all this carry on, because there is people that actually that do it on their channel and they speak about it. It's like Gemma Grace does all the autism stuff as on her channel, and somebody asked that question: what is classed as a normal person? And nobody could answer it, but people laughed and thought it was funny because we're all a bit on the crazy side, especially with being on YouTube. You have to be, because YouTube's not an easy ride. You have to have a thick skin on YouTube, especially with the trolls and all that carry on.
I don't know. I tend to have fun with the trolls. I tend to rather enjoy just being as much of an ass as I can to somebody that's trying to be an ass.
Well, big country, I class myself as a troll, but I'm one of the good trolls. I don't dig holes, but I don't call them a troll. I say a troll, because that to me, a troll, that's exactly what they do. They dig a hole, but they put themselves eventually in that hole because they dig it far enough for themselves.
I'll hand you a second shovel. You know?
Because you read the storybook about a troll that was under the bridge. The goat, as in with the goat. It's a children's storybook or something about the troll under the bridge, and the goat walks across it. So that's the way I think about a troll. It's a wee goblin or a gremlin underneath a bridge. And I sort of pictured that in my own head, what this troll would look like. And that's where I was like, well, and I thought it was funny because I'd done it one day. I went, a garden troll, a garden trowel. And somebody started rolling about in hysterics. Alex Dingby just made a joke because they'd never heard me made a joke before. I says, it's a garden, it's a trowel, it's as in spelled TROWL. it digs the it's for digging. It's an implement for digging the garden, which makes holes for putting holes in the ground for plants. So
Yeah.
think about it. That's exactly what a troll does. It digs a hole because it talks crap on chat. Because it's wanting to try and get information. It's collecting information about people to use it in a negative way. To emotionally break somebody. Rinda's Mama, I'm one of the mods for originally for Mama Rinda, and Mama Rinda's had a few trolls, as in they were going to kill the dog and all that carry on. She ended up she had to change the name of the name of your channel and all that carry on. Mama Rinda.
We had one of the girls that works at Applebee's up the road come in the other day, and she was asking to speak with the boss to see about getting an interview and all of that, because one of the guys that worked there with her, her boss, decided to, get verbally aggressive and start yelling and hollering and everything. And, this little girl ain't never been around none of that stuff, and it scared her. And she was really upset about it because he was yelling at her. And I was like, if you like, I really, I play a really good big brother, and I could go down there and have a talk with somebody if you want. And she was like, just please, yeah, because I walked through the door. Who was the asshole that decided to yell at my little sister? And I bet I could have like 6 people point him out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Of course. I want a quiet word with you. I'm sorry, but I want a quiet word with you. It just take you at the back. As soon as you take somebody at the back, they think you're going to lift your hands. My sister, right? My sister. This is why me and my sister don't get on, right? My sister could make me that small with just her mouth, as in thing would make me feel that small. If you can do that with an actual person, but if you turn around and say to somebody, you want a quiet word with them, the first thing they react to that you're going to hit them, you're going to hit them.
I've had too many people tell me that. I mean, and you kind of take offense to it after a while when people say, well, you're just scary as hell. Yeah, that's not a compliment.
I know. No, because it was like when somebody turned around and says to me about when I said about the idea of the surprise bags, and I went, well, nobody knows what's in the surprise bag, but I'm going to make a surprise bag up. And somebody went, well, what's in it? I went, well, that's why it's a surprise bag. And he sort of went, good luck, like that. It wasn't on YouTube, it was out of YouTube. And it was this guy, I spoke to him on the phone. Now, he's originally from America, but he's actually in UK. And when he said good luck, the way the good luck came out his mouth, or the way it sounded to me, it didn't sound very positive. So I was like, well, is this a good idea, this surprise grab bag? And then I started to have to tell it. So then I changed it from a surprise bag to a grab bag. But I see that everybody is now using that as in the grab bag. But I can't turn around and say, well, I definitely started that grab bag.
That was my damned idea.
Aye. I don't really bother if somebody, because at the end of the day, big country, even if you hear an idea, you customize it so it becomes your own.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the way of, I guess in a way, the evolution of our technology is taking place is because somebody took somebody else's idea and went, what would be cool?
No, because it was one day my dad turned around and says, if you go to if you're selling an item, you want something that everybody uses every day in life. And do you know something? See, my old man said that. I sat for years trying to figure out as in something that everybody uses every day that could be sold every day. And I could never come up with anything. I could never come
Hey,
up with anything.
hold on. I gotta mute the microphone. Them two assholes decided to fix it. I think
Dog
she's
barking
done for the moment.
somebody heard something. I don't mind the dog barking. I'd rather hear a
If I
dog
had,
barking than people fighting.
if I had Wheatback's number, I'd call him and see what was going on. This is probably the first time he's rebooted that computer since old girl left and she changed the password on it and didn't tell him.
No, because it's probably restarted itself, Big Country, and then it'll probably end up wanting updates. Because what people do is they use a Windows operating system, but then
Oh, dude, I never even thought about
then
that.
they have to
Got
put
about
Google Chrome on top of it.
got about 8 gig of updates to do.
I do mine's Big Country as during either at the weekend or I put it on and then I don't come on live stream until it does it. But this one it likes to do it every like 3 or 4 days because it's actually it's a Chromebook. It's actually got Chrome OS in it. It's actually Chrome OS operating system that's in it. Because I didn't want to corrupt a Windows operating system because everybody's like, you just put Google Chrome on top of it. I was like, but that's you putting two operating systems on top of each other. So you've got Windows as the main operating system, and then you're putting another something else on top of it. So you're compressing it. So you're putting more pressure on the actual chip itself or the core unit. The PSU, not the PSU, because the PSU is a power supply unit. That's what it's PSU for
CPU.
short. The main brain chip I'm thinking of.
CPU.
CPU, that's it. Thanks, country, for that.
I'll give you the answer if you quit talking.
No, because they PI like that Raspberry you're talking about. It uses nibs. It doesn't use, but it still uses as in Chrome. It uses Chrome, didn't it?
Actually, yeah, I believe I've got Chromium on it for the web browser that I use, which is an adapted version of Chrome for. Aha!
Three updates.
Did you hear us?
It's so bad.
And
Did you hear us?
No, I didn't hear you.
That's exactly what he said there just a minute ago. He said, no, what I said, it's probably the first time he shut that computer down since what's her name left, and she put a password on it, and now he can't get the son of back up.
3 updates on that damn thing. One of them was my modem. I was like, God, mighty thing slow. I'm back now, by golly.
We have.
No, because that's why Big Country uses one of them because it's the same system that's in that keyboard that she's talking about as in that, but it's a newer version. It's a newer version of Raspberry. That's a PI. That's a PI4. That's the bonus 2 or something. Version 2. But it works off.
How much RAM that one got?
It basically works off of that. It works off a mini SD card. That's what it runs off of.
Yeah, your hard drive is a micro SD card.
Oh hell, dang.
They're actually cheap. They're actually cheaper to buy than what it is a full tower unit.
Yeah.
They start they start at 30, and the one that Big Country has, the PI 400. That's the newer version they've done.
Yeah.
It's thingy is just short of 100. It's just short of 100. As
My computer's got everything built into it. I don't have no tower or nothing like that. All my computers, everything's built into my computer.
No, you got the all-in-one and everything's in the screens. Yeah.
Yeah. Touch screen, everything.
Yeah, we left a window open and had to turn the touch screen off
Uh-huh.
because a couple of flies got in, and the next thing you know, the computer was going ape shit because they're over there on the screen just tapping around, waking stuff up. I mean, it was. She had a little post-it note program that was up on the screen, and we come in one day, and it looked like there was some ancient Sumerian, demonic shit all typed up on one of these flies that got up there and got the keyboard up and was just running around on it, and it was picking it up as somebody typing.
God, yeah, mine's that all-in-one touch screen crap.
I actually got the one that Trish had. She used it for, I want to say, a couple of years.
Dang.
But I give $100 for it. The
Dang.
power, I think the power supply or the hard drive had gone bad in it. I think it was a hard drive. I just brought it to the house and took the hard drive out of her laptop that had just shut down,
Damn.
and plugged it right into the back of it. The fans were in pretty bad shape, and I think I gave like $16 for a set of new fans for it.
Oh hell.
But as soon as they come in, I had it put back together and
Damn.
running right on.
That's
Wheatback,
great.
that's what happens. People throw something out that they think is broken. Somebody takes it and realizes, hold on a minute,
Yeah.
and knows exactly what they're doing and says, right, I can hear it doing this and it's not doing that. And actually take it apart carefully and take whatever that has to be taken out of it and connect it back up. And within half an hour, they've rebuilt it.
Yeah.
And people go,
Yeah.
no, there's no way that you just, and you tell them, I've just took this out a dumpster. That's how there's people that actually are on YouTube and they actually do it like that. There's a guy called Mike Scavenger or something.
Oh yeah.
I watch a lot
All right.
of
Yeah, Mike the Scavenger, he's got a few dumpsters that he hits, man, that he'll pull. I've seen, there was one where he pulled, I think, 16 computers out of one of them.
Damn.
And, honestly, there's no reason why, if there are 16 computers there, you shouldn't be able to get 5 or 6 out of that batch that's running and make a profit and scrap the rest.
Yeah.
And since they're all the same system, I mean, once you get 5 or 6 of them that'll be ready to go, all you got to do is make one hard drive that will make one of them boot up and start and clone it. You don't have to update all of them or any of that. Once you get one of them, if they're all the same system, as soon as you get it full and up and running, you just clone that hard drive however many times you need it.
Damn.
Just, but I used to take the crap off. A boy. I'll show you in a minute. I used to take the crap off a boy, as and that's the stuff that he would actually ditch it. He would actually do like, I don't want that. Like Nokia's not that car. And I go up with him I used to go up to him on a Sunday. He was Egyptian. Used to go up to him on a Sunday about that to him. I said, "Have you got stuff for me?" I just wait a minute. And then go into the back of the motor and about that, pull a bag out. I go like that, open the bag, look in the bag, do a quick shufty with my hand, put my hand in it, Wheatback, put my hand in it, do a quick shufty round about the bag. There's a couple of things in it I want. But I shut the bag up and about that to me, he go, "You want them?" I know. And then he dump them out, count them. And then sometimes you'd be like that. Sometimes you would go like that, as in maybe 8 or 9 of them, and he go, they're free. And he go, they've in his own language, because he was well spoken. They free. Dump them back in a bag. 8 or 9 of them. Go, 30 quid for the bag, or 50 quid for the bag.
Good.
There you go. Cash out. I take them up the road, I take them back here, and start powering them up. But I've got tricks with old phones. I know how to put other batteries in it and hold it to the connectors and all that to actually get it to light up to see. I've got tricks in the trade that I use, but my father was right into electronics because my grandfather was actually doing the valve TVs a way back years ago. So my dad used to frighten me with electric, as we actually mains electric used to frighten me with mains electric. But I know the phone ones, they're only 4 or 5 volts. It can only give you a tingle. You not even feel it really, because it's only a couple of volts. Because that system that big countries using, it only uses about 5 volts. I think it's 5 volts.
Yep, 5 volts, 3 amp. One of the things that you were just talking about there was the phone line. And now the phones that we use now don't run on the same system. But back in the day, the telephone lines that you're talking about, they ran, I want to say, they ran on 4 volt. That's what they idled at. And then when you got a phone call that came in, it would spike to 8 or 10 volt. To that way that it would cause that overflow that would cause the bell to ring. Well, the thing that was absolutely hilarious about it is, and once you started talking, it would drop back down to 6, and that's where it would stay while you were talking. If you've ever been holding one of those phones in your lap and trying to figure out what was wrong with it, and somebody was calling it at the same time while you had a naked connection stuck to one leg, that capacitor's in there, that's in there that charges and sets off that bell, that armature for that bell. Yeah, it'll light your ass up, even though it's only running on a 4 volt system. Yeah, I'm talking about. I had one. I had a pair of shorts and just had it sitting in my lap, and was sitting there trying to figure out why the bell on it wouldn't ring. And about that time, it just felt like my leg was smoking, and you couldn't get away from that damn thing quick enough.
Them were old school phones.
Yeah. That's some bitch bit me.
Because your stuff runs on I think it's GSM 800 up to I think 16, but Tri-Band runs in 1900 mega and runs in 1900 megahertz. So it does, as in for America, it's 1900 megahertz. And Motorola did do one that was Tri-Band. So they did. Because that's what I started showing Craig, and Craig Durbin was into as in electronics. He actually done advanced electronics as high university.
What's the lowest serial number you ever seen on a bill, Wheatback?
The what?
What's the lowest serial number you ever seen on a bill?
I ain't never searched a bill. To tell you the truth, never. Why, you got one that's old or something? Low? Holy hell, 725. Good Lord Almighty. Damn, what's that worth? A couple hundred?
Probably about $5.
Oh, damn. I got a bunch of oldies. See, I got a bunch of oldies myself, but damn. They ain't low number, that's for damn sure.
You ever played Liar's Poker?
Oh my God, he's got one. I'll
take all your money playing Liar's Poker.
Damn. Oh, I played poker with him before now. I have done that. I got some gold. You got some gold? Oh yeah, you got gold too. Hell yeah.
The only reason I don't touch gold is because the gold went that much. But I was dealing with gold as in back in 98 before I even met my ex. Me and my father was buying it as 9 carat gold.
Yeah.
As an actual jewelry and selling it. We had a cabinet as in thing we had at the car boot sale or at Jesse Street, one of the indoor markets, doing gold. But Dad used our money as in drink. Used to buy gold rings up and chains and pendants. As Noah thing Dad found that took longer to sell was earrings, and then rings as long as it was as in the bigger sizes upwards, because if it was the smaller sizes they wouldn't sell because it needs somebody with small fingers. But chains and pendants we used to take all the time. But we were buying them for an auction because what would happen is they'd go into a pawn shop, and then if the pawn shop couldn't get rid of them, they'd go into auction instead of going to scrap, because a lot of the scrap used to get sent to London. And that was at the time when gold was like it was like £3 a gram weight. Now it's like 5 times or 10 times that value now.
Yeah. Hey, big country, you know somebody collect stamps? No, that's old.
I know he's showing bills.
Them are low numbers. You know somebody collect stamps, big country?
No, I had a guy at work that came into work one day, gave me a handful of them, and I'm not even sure what the hell I did with those.
I got one right here. 1924-cent stamp, Abraham Lincoln.
Hell yeah.
That's an oldie. That was given to me. I don't collect them.
Now, these aren't what you would really refer to as a low serial number. If you look, that's March 12th of 1776.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Damn.
That's a birthday note. Now, it was actually, where's the date on it? It's actually a 2017 note.
Damn.
But I run across them all the time at work, that I find them that the serial numbers make out dates.
Yeah.
Wait, do you see what's on the back of that?
Yeah.
What's on the back of that sheet?
Yeah.
That's two stamps on the back of that sheet. That's the thing, mate. That's the ones where that's the presidential dollars.
Yeah.
The two stamps. The two stamps come on the back. Yeah. As that's brand new. They've never been franked. Them stamps.
Yeah.
It's when you started talking about stamps. Dale used to collect. Dale used to collect stamps. But he gave them his daughter as Lauren.
You all right, big country?
No.
He's choking. That's why I gave it up, because that's exactly what was happening to me at the end. And it was I was having like pressure on my back. It was making me
you ain't the boss of me.
I didn't say you to stop smoking. I didn't say that. I'm talking about dying with what I was getting. That's how I ended up. Was like, well, get up.
Big country. He'll stop smoking when you stop.
Is that a presidential set? That?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, actually, this is one of the the Philadelphia and the Denver mint of the Michigan coin.
Yeah.
Right.
We were talking about stamps,
Yeah. Dang.
and I've got them. I've got the entire set. It's in 2 big books,
Damn.
and
This one says volume one of what it says volume 1 of 11. So there's 11 of their books in total.
Dang.
I'm not gonna. There's no way Wheatback I'm down with me. I bought that off a Lemonhead, but I didn't realise that that's exactly the presidential dollars. There was 11
Yeah.
of them. 11 of them. I didn't know that. It wasn't
Yeah.
until I seen that it says volume 1 of 11. So it means then there's 11 books, and that's full. That's a full set.
Yeah.
One.
this one's just the quarters, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
postal commemorative set.
Yeah.
But there are 2 books.
Remember the quarters.
I give the guy $30 for both of them.
Damn.
I'm like, $30, and he went, "Is that too much?" I'm like, "No, dude."
Look.
And
It's
I
not
give him
cool.
the $30, and a couple of days later, when he came back in the store, I gave him another 20, and he said, "What's that for?" And I said, "That's just a guarantee that any more of that stuff that you get, you'll bring to me first."
Hell yeah. Man, if he knew what he had, he would have shit, wouldn't he?
Dude, that's the one that brought me like 40 merc dimes, a barber, a barber half, dime, and quarter.
Damn.
I mean, dude, there was wheat pennies, 39 mercury dimes, and I
God.
gave him $45 for it.
Ah, damn. I can't get that lucky.
The 1949 Roosevelt dime.
Yeah.
He brought me 3 of those here a while back. I gave him $20 for the 3 of them.
Damn.
And the reason I gave him the $20 for the 3 of them is because it was the P, the D, and the S.
Oh,
The
my
P
God.
the P is worth about 15, the D is worth about 20, and the S is worth about 45.
Dang.
Big country. That's what's happening. Is 1 minute it was before the S. It was one of the other mint marks that was doing well, and now it's changed over. Now it's that everybody's wanting the S's at the moment.
I got tons of S's.
S is Wheatback, not X's.
Yeah, I got them too.
Yeah, you got them too, you smart
Yeah,
ass.
I got them too. Man, this little piece of fucking shit computer, I'm telling you. I keep getting a fucking circle of death. Runs for about 10 seconds, then go away, and then it come the fuck back again.
You ain't lagging or nothing over here on this end.
It don't look like I'm because I'm fucking.
It's not getting to be. But the thing is, I've got the YouTube. What I've done is Wheatback is I've taken the pop up chat and took it out.
There it goes again, slowing it down.
That's coming off of YouTube. That's coming off the YouTube side because you're not going round as in the StreamYard side. You're not going.
No, I'm moving good. I can see my hands and all. I'm moving pretty quick. It's just I'm getting a sucker of death.
Like one of them old karate moves.
Instead of Bruce Lee, I've got like Bruce Lee.
Wipe on. That's in karate.
I'm Bruce Lee's twin brother, Ugly.
Hey, now I worked for a dude in Tampa, Florida named Bruce Lee, but he looked like Jerry Springer and David Letterman had a love child.
Oh, yeah. His name was Ugly then, wasn't
it? Ooh.
It
was quite entertaining to tell everybody I worked for Bruce Lee.
That circle of death must be on the YouTube side.
It has to because it's running on my StreamYards. It's coming to my StreamYards. I'm on StreamYard. That's where it's happening at on my StreamYards. It's on the circle of death on my StreamYard.
What up, Kellen?
It's fucking
StreamYard
crazy. This
doesn't give
thing's
you that lost frame or any of that mess, does it?
no. StreamYard, when YouTube goes out, StreamYard goes out. I done found that out hundreds of times. Ain't I, Alex?
Yep.
I'll be sitting here talking to Alex, just having a good conversation. Next thing I know,
And all of a sudden it'll just bang, and I can still be sat there and Wheatback's gone, and I'm like, and it'll say ended. It'll say stream's ended.
Yeah.
I know that he can still talk. He can still talk to me as an offline because we done it one night. We actually
having a good
when
call.
we finished. It ended, and we were still We were still talking. I've done it in Dingway with Raphael as well. As in the stream ended, and we were having a conversation between all the threes or twos.
Yeah.
Because you want to start to get to know when you're talking to a person or a channel, you want to get to know them. You want to actually get to know them. You don't want to know about the person's past, what they've done in the past. You keep the past to the past. Really want to know about you as in present, so that they get to know you as a person, not to use it against you. It's to get to know you, to spend time with you, to actually know you as a proper person, to see if you bond.
Is he trying really slowly to break you off?
Break you off. He gonna break you off.
I'm waiting for him to try to drop a pickup. I think he's about to drop a pickup line here or something in a minute.
Yeah, he flirting with you. He flirting with you.
I definitely know. I'm straight.
He said, "You sure do got a woolly face."
He said, "I'm straight, but $20 is $20."
I just $20. Pick that up.
I'm straight, but I'd like to have $20. He said he's straight, but he'd like to have $20.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying not right now.
I remember I was standing at
Well,
bus
Kelly
stop.
come creeping out of the woodwork
I
at
actually
the
had
wrong
me
time.
at bus stop. Me and Mum and they just came out the pub when I used to go to the pub with my dad, and we'd been in there thing when it was last bus coming home. I always remember it. And this guy was trying to bum me. He was trying to bum me up at the bus stop because I kept looking at the guy. He thought.
He kept looking at the guy. He admitted it.
He thought I was into him. He thought I was into him. And my old man's like, "What the hell did she just do?"
See, Alex.
The guy jumped in a taxi.
You know what, Alex? I'm straight, but you sure do have a pretty mouth. What's up, big country?
Yeah.
$20.
I think we ought to shun him for a minute.
That's what I says to Roadrunner said something the other day, and he actually sort of slightly upset me with what he said, as about something about women or something like that. And all of a sudden I says, "Well, if you want to," I says, "I'll dress up what I like." I says, "But it doesn't mean I'll go out with you." I says, "I'll do it as a thing, mate, because whoever actually did you know Wheatback? Did you know that whoever was given money for to shave her whole head off? Do you know that happened? Somebody, so they must have gave her good money to do that, and she accepted that." That's what I said to you. That's what I said to you. That's what I said to you.
I remember it was a while back. Yeah. Don't be scared, big country.
You pay me enough money, and I'll dress up what I like, but it doesn't mean to say that I think me that I'll go out with you.
Don't be scared. With this beard and everything. I was looking at the camera there a second ago. I look like a ghetto predator.
There you go. Bigfoot. You look like fucking Bigfoot.
If I didn't have the receding hairline.
Yeah, it looks like damn Bigfoot. What the hell?
Like one of the really old predators that can't really hunt shit no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I done lost all my damn.
The thing is,
I done killed one airplane.
If somebody's going to pay you as in for doing something as a deer, and you accept that challenge, you're going to take the money. Do you know what I mean? You're going to take the money. But it's depending if they pay you. But she waited until whoever paid her, and then she done it. I sat there and watched her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would count the money as I would shave in my head. You know?
I went to
Yeah.
somebody pay me enough money, I'd shave my pubes on damn YouTube.
Aye, exactly. Of course.
I believe I will stand outside the door of that stream and warn folks before they get a chance to walk in, all right?
Hell, all I do is send me $5, I'll shave it on YouTube.
Blurred for your safety.
No, because a lot of people's done that the hot
And I bet
challenge.
you Country Smitty would watch the whole time. What you think?
If you got him on the right subject, it would almost be like a narrator.
He'll be hollering $20.
I said to somebody week back, if I became a millionaire, I would end up buying coins with it, and I'd probably give I'd probably give stuff away to people that actually need it, probably, because I wouldn't know what to do. But I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed the first part of that sentence, and I just want to make sure it didn't have anything to do with prostitution or.
Yeah, he said $20 is $20.
Yeah, it's what it sounded like because I coughed at the first part there, and then after that, all I heard was, "I'll do that for $1."
Yeah, I heard $20. And then he would buy coins with it. I heard that part.
Yeah, and then he was going to buy coins with it. That was the part I came in on. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't no weird shit happening before I got there.
$20. I'll buy coins with it.
It need to be more than $20. Put it that way to go around everybody.
Jimmy, what's happening, bud?
Jimmy LaCari, what's up, buddy? It was something about $20. I heard that. And then coins, I'll buy coins with it. I don't know what he's talking about there, Country.
I said about being if I became a millionaire.
No.
I become a millionaire.
No. I didn't hear nothing about a millionaire a while ago. I heard $20.
Is that what it sounded like, Wheatback?
That's what it sounded like. $20, $20.
$20 when they get you much.
Hey, wait a minute.
You ain't going to the right place. $20.
Wait a minute, Wheatback. You didn't pay attention to the moral of the story in the answer he just gave you.
Well,
$20 ain't gonna get you much. He didn't say it wouldn't get you nothing.
Yeah, so
he just said it wasn't gonna get you much. Apparently, there is a dollar menu.
And it all comes back around. You do have a pretty mouth.
Alex, you shouldn't have started fighting back. That's what happened.
Well, I know what you are talking about, but I'm sort of letting it go over my head. I'm sort of letting it go over my head. I know what you're talking about.
Wheatback, I told you about that guy coming in the store the other day, and I told him he had to have a mask on, and he yelled, "Suck mine!" I went, "Man, you're a grown man. Did you just ask another grown man to perform fellatio on you?" Because I mean, I didn't know that about you, dude. That's a lot to unpack.
Oh yeah.
And then I got cussed like a dog.
He said, "Suck mine." He said, "All right, man, I didn't know that."
I don't mind performing that in a woman, but not a guy. It need to be a lot of money to do that.
Actually, it's a different word. It's a different word.
I thought he just said, "I didn't mean to say that, but I'm gay." That's what I thought he just said.
No, I did not.
I think he was trying to put it out there in code and almost messed it up.
It slipped out. I'm coming out the closet.
I don't know. He might wait in there till the hinges right off. So since it says we have one person watching in chat and she's walking in the other room, just for proper terminology, oral sex performed on a man is fellatio. Oral sex performed on a woman is cunnilingus. So saying, yeah, I might do fellatio on a woman. Well, I mean, there's some rules you're skipping there. So okay, now let's see if everybody comes back in, or I mean, if you put in the details that this might have been somewhat of an educational program, then
Yeah, I should have done that.
Right? Put it this way: each to the
I should have
room.
put
There's
welcome to
nothing
school.
wrong with
I
there's
should have
nothing
put it.
wrong with gays and There's nothing wrong with gays and lesbians, but it's just as long as they keep it to themselves. Do you know what I mean?
now see, somebody, I read something here a while back that said gay people can have straight friends and straight people can have gay friends, but bisexuals are just fucking greedy.
Damn.
Yeah, you love who you want to love. I ain't got no dog in that hunt.
That's right. Yes, man, we don't mind. You love who you want to love, Alexandra. We ain't gonna hold it against you. He might hold it on you, but we ain't gonna hold it against you.
No,
As
because
long
some
as
people used to think that I looked gay, I looked that way, and people would mistake me that way, and I'm like, I ain't gay. I'm like, I ain't gay.
He
I'm
just admitted that people mistake him that way.
definitely straight. I am definitely straight.
Alex, now, if you went camping and woke up the next morning and your ass was hurting real bad and there was a bunch of used condoms laying everywhere, would you say anything?
No.
I want to go camping.
You want to go camping?
I'll go camping with you.
I've heard that one before. Do you want to go camping? I'm not sure.
And it's definitely terrifying coming from somebody that looks like me, you know? You sure you don't want to go camping? No, I want to call 911 and wait for my mommy.
You know what Smitty told me the other day? He told me he loved me so much that if a snake bit me on the damn package, that he'd suck the poison out for me.
I did not. I haven't even seen you the other day.
Like
You're a good friend, Smitty. You're a good friend.
It's like the truck driver driving down the road and picked up a hitchhiker. They riding down the road and talking and everything, and this monkey sticks his head out of the bunk. And the hitchhiker just freaks out. What the hell is that? And the truck driver's like, calm down, watch this. He reaches over and just slaps the piss out of this monkey. Monkey jumps down in the floorboard of the truck, does him off there, jumps back up in the bunk. Truck driver looks over to the hitchhiker and says, "You want to try that?" And the hitchhiker says, "Yeah, but you don't have to slap me so hard."
Damn.
Wheatback.
Yeah.
That's another Joe. That's what I'm saying. That's another Joe Durbin box that's laid there.
Damn.
And
That's
there's another one coming. There's another one coming. It's getting shipped now.
Yeah.
Another one due.
Yeah. Damn.
That's for next Sunday's live.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part I'm short. It's the watchers that I'm short of. You're trying to get the watchers up there, but you still got quite a way to go. But if you done enough people as in shouting you out, as the more people that start to know you, and if we said something that was, it doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be positively about you. It could be negative about you, and they would still come. It's called what they call bad publicity. It doesn't matter what way, it would still work. They would, if we made up a pretend fight or a pretend argument and fell out, right, and we start as in being negative again about each other, I bet you any money that you could then get the views up further.
Wait, Billy.
I wasn't ready for the further.
I shouldn't have said that anything about that online, but on because we're live. Should have talked about it as in when we were off here.